Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy. We're nerds by nerds, getting ready to play some 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. This is like session 20 or 50 or something. We've been playing for a while.
500.
With this campaign. Last session, we were down this side of the table.
We call it the substitution.
I like how you said we've been playing this for a while. I can almost sense the like. And this will be the end because I'm done with you fools.
It's something that we as a group haven't had campaigns that have lasted 2 years.
I know you guys only rock low level games.
Hey, we're getting it. We're at 10th level. Guys just all leveled up to 10th level.
Hyper levels.
Halfway to my goal of taking this party to level 20.
Only another 20 sessions to go, guys.
Yeah, we're halfway there. Halfway mark.
Oh, is that? Almost there. You guys want to go around the table, introduce yourself. If you got something going on, you can talk about it. Start here. Go reverse.
I'm playing Torg, the half-elf militant bard. Starting my first board game. Should be out, Kickstarted in January.
Woo!
Barricades,
and my company's 11th Hour Games.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I am playing Grundle Puncher the Goblin. I am one half of Cardboard Fortress Games with this sweet man.
Hi, my name's Anthony. I'm playing
Anthony, the sweet man.
Well, I mean, when you lick him, he's actually physically sweet. He's saturated with sugar somehow.
It's
magical.
I roll around in powdered sugar.
Yeah.
It's delightful.
Everyone
We're delousing him. Powdered sugar. Super Troopers. If you haven't watched Super Troopers, watch Super Troopers. One of the best movies ever made. I'm other half of Cardboard Fortress Games. Check us out at Gen Con. We'll be showing some new games at the Greater Than Games booth. If you get to Gen Con, will this video even be out by then?
By Gen
Next
Con?
weekend.
Next weekend.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll be at Gen Con.
We'll see.
It'll meet you there.
Yeah, hope to see you at Gen Con if you happen to have been there.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nerdarcist Ted. I will be playing Reliam, the human cleric.
And I'm Ryan. I'm playing Lord Falcor Kreskanar, a wild magic sorcerer, ambassador to Gryffindor between the Dragon Kingdoms.
Did you put Lord in there?
Lord? He's Lord. It's very important. You gotta maintain titles. And that's what we have going on. Next.
Hey guys, I'm Alan, also known as Arculian from Forge Dragons. I'm playing Victus Bloodfang, the Dragonborn Gladiator.
Formerly Gladiator. Now he's a knight. Of the Dragon.
Soldier of Fortune, perhaps.
So, like I said, when we last left off, we had some guest appearances crossing over from Ted's campaign. They came and beseeched you guys for some assistance with a problem at a sacred site to the Fae, where there's a Fae spirit that lived there and was being taken over and invaded by Vargarians. You guys came in, evicted the Vargarians. He rewarded you guys with some trinkets and his many thanks. And when we left off, you guys were actually still in the tree. You guys weren't available because Torg was out with
my fault.
Harak doing maneuvers with the militia and town guard, which are trying to shape up into a military force, and the Gobblos tagged along to help out.
Wonder it took so long.
To troll
them. Long story short, half the guard is dead or high.
Yeah. Both.
We're not really sure yet.
Actually, we weren't here because the gathering of the Juggalos is happening right now. That's a good reason why we wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, we had to go to there was a call went out through secret missive.
Gobblos.
And we just simply said that we had to go to something called the Gathering.
Yeah.
There was no magic about it, though, right?
Huh?
There was no magic about it, though, right?
About the Gathering?
Yes.
I mean, it's magical.
There's magic already.
It's a magical experience for one and all.
You're ruining Ted's horrible pun.
Do you mean there was a miracle?
No, Magic the Gathering.
Oh.
Pun.
I was waiting for
No!
I wanted you guys to keep going on until he got it.
No!
And then, but there were magnets. How do they work at this gathering?
So with that, you guys can spend as much time at the tree as you want. You can have, all of you can have downtime if you want to do something with it, or we can just jump right into things. The ball is in your court.
I've probably spent some time getting my quarters up to par, like, nicer furnishings, this and that, polishing things up a bit.
When we made it back to the library, I wanted to talk to people about what research has been happening, or what progress has been made in regards to the Necrobomb.
Okay. So they were actually able to use the manuscripts and texts that you brought back from that ancient Dragonborn city, and it kind of filled in the gaps. They have elves from Carshapathion here, they have dwarves from Crithan Gulch, and they also pulled in some humans from from Drellic, the nearby kingdom.
Did we get any? Have we had any travelers from the Clockwork Kingdom or from the Dragonborn realms?
Well, also the Dragonborn realms, because they also besieged the Dragon Emperor too for their sages and scholars. Matter of fact, your mentor would have come back.
Yeah,
Jenkar.
Yeah, Jillicorn. Was it Jenkar?
Jenkar,
Yeah.
higher scale.
Yeah, and hopefully it wouldn't be abducted again.
Like a bad novel.
Yeah.
So all these various learned folks and wise men and women have gathered from all over the realm to help build the Necrobomb, and they finally have the blueprint. Now they just need some final components.
Also, the tinker from the town.
No one is letting him anywhere near it.
No,
Why?
why?
The other thing is, Analasilar, I want to make sure he is aware of the ways into the old city, to see if they might be able to get more of that library to the library.
Well, didn't we have rings that could take him there?
We came, but we have the signet ring of the ancients. We had extras of them, and didn't we give him one?
Yeah, I forget. You had 25 of them. That you're
So
able
many.
to do with whatever you wanted to.
So I would have definitely given him one, and if he had any
Staff.
any staff or anyone that he trusted to be able to give them to, then we'd be able to offer them out as well.
Yeah, that library's been picked clean.
I just want to make sure it's gotten, everything to here, because all
And
of
his
that
metal book went from being like this to like,
Oh, he just ate it?
nah.
Okay. I want to make sure that there's
No book gets left behind.
next notebook.
Actually, you had commissioned Sparks to make you some stuff.
He's ignoring you. Sorry.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Me?
Well, you were the only one that had commissioned. To
I
make
had
stuff.
I had commissioned him to impress me, I think was my terminology.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't really have. I asked for a bunch of sort of random stream of consciousness thoughts.
So-
and
so,
then I
uh,
basically said, "Make me some cool shit, dude."
Do cool stuff.
So if you go back to him, he has a hand crossbow for a pair of hand crossbows for you. They're a little heavy because he's got all these like pulleys and knobs and widgets on there. You don't know what they do or what they're for, but it will extends the range out to that of the heavy crossbow.
Mm.
And he's like, I wasn't able to do anything about the the impact strength of it, but I got the range up for you. Just like the big folk, like you asked.
Sweet.
And then he starts pulling out these stacks of wooden boxes and putting them on on the counter. There's 4 of them, and he flips he flips the clasp on and pops it open. Each one contains 6 bolts.
6 bolts.
Yeah, 6 bolts of crossbow bolts.
Bolts of fabric.
Yeah,
Bolts of silk.
and some of them you can.
Do you mean
see-
like a little cartridge?
No,
Or
no,
do
no.
you mean like a full-on box?
It's a box. It's a case, and in each one there's 6 crossbow bolts. He opens it up. It's like valve. It's
Oh, this is like bullets in a bullet, or the like Shogun.
yeah,
Okay,
pretty
okay.
much. Yeah, they're lined with velvet or some other kind of soft fabric, and each one has an individual slot for it. You know, so each box has in the center of the bolt. There's a section that's made of glass, and you can see there's a colored liquid in there.
Ooh.
Just behind the head of the bolt.
What's this juice?
So there's
I
one
pick it up
that's
and I
white. He's like, don't do that, not with that one. There's white, there's green, there's red,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a blue one. So the one you're like,
Wait, white, green, red, blue. No black?
no black.
That's going to be useless at the gathering.
So when you go to stick it in your mouth, it's like, no, it's the white one.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that is going to taste horrible.
Oh, yeah? What's it do?
It'll explode into spider webbing.
What? Cool. And
So-
Which
And
one
then it
becomes
gets-
a boxing glove?
and, and then the person gets stuck to something, or what?
Oh yeah,
How much webbing?
a lot. And it's
I've got a spider to fill this whole room at home, so you gotta express what a lot is. Because I gotta think what I think is a lot ain't what it used to be.
so he starts like walking off his little gnome feet's worth.
Like one of these?
Yes, essentially that's what he does. He walks off, approximately 20 feet and makes a square. And he's like, this whole area, and it runs into the center. This whole area.
I look at the ball. I'm like, that's a hell of a money shot. Yeah.
And then
Sweet. What do the other ones do?
he's like, alchemist fire, pointing to the red one.
Mm-hmm. Burn it down. Burn the world.
This one, acid,
Yeah, I'll drop that.
and this one, I'm not really sure about that does.
The blue
I
one?
love it.
Yeah, that's the mystery. That's a mystery one.
Probably blueberry.
Maybe it does the Veruca Salts thing, and just when you hit somebody, they just inflate into a giant blueberry.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Sweet.
I'm sure it'll do something really, really good though.
All right, cool. And how many of these does he have?
6 of each.
6 of each. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna write that down after I get done writing everything else down. Hey man, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna go try it out. But for now, how's this do you? I run more around in my pocket and I take out a handful of lint. I brush the lint off and there's a 500 gold piece gem I happen to have, and I go, there you go. And I flick it to him. That cover you?
I don't even remember if you paid or not before. He takes it,
I
puts
think
his
you
pocket.
actually did pay up front.
He puts it in his pocket and he goes, are you gonna let me go back through that portal?
Oh, yeah, I'm working on that. What was the result? They didn't want him going through there?
No. You pulled him through. Asked him if he knew anything about the
They
clockwork
shoved him back.
kingdom.
I tossed him back in because he was like, no, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And then I said, if he makes me something cool, I'll let him go through the portal, right?
Be impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let him through the portal.
payment.
Then I'll close it forever.
I said, all right, I forgot about that. Yeah, come on, follow me. Check it out.
Oh man.
Is he gonna be able to get into the building?
He's gonna just throw him through a closet.
This is a closet full of gears and shit. Live the dream, buddy. No, I take him to the portal. I'll toss him through it. They're gonna stop me from doing that?
Well, when you as soon as you get into the library, the clerk there is going to try and stop you.
Okay.
But you also know you could probably sneak by him if you wanted to.
Right. So here's how I'll approach this problem. Yeah, I'll take you through the portal. Don't worry about it. Problem is, I owe the clerk like some money, and he's gonna be right up my butt if he sees me. So we might have to sneak in. You're cool, but he's not cool. So we'll sneak in. I can sneak in myself, no problem. How sneaky are you?
He's like, I think I have something for this.
You got some gizmos for that?
It's a very clanky ass suit.
It's a cardboard box he just pulls down
It'd
around
be great
himself when
if,
he
if
sits.
he pulled down a suit of plate mail and you're like, that ain't gonna help you sneak in. You go, yeah, watch this. He turns the knob on the back and it starts making a bunch of noise over there. Like it walks over and jumps around. He's like, now I can sneak anywhere.
Yeah,
So,
the automatic distraction device.
So when we get close, let me know, and I'll be able to sneak by him.
All right, sweet. So I'm gonna sneak with him because I'm actually very interested in what his sneaking device is.
Okay, so when you guys get close, like around the corner, and he's watching, he starts rummaging through a pack and pulling out a bunch of things, and they all look like toys. Essentially, he starts winding them up,
That's what I thought.
and then he starts unleashing them, into the hallway. And it takes the clerk a little while to realize that they're even there, because he's scribbling in a book, transferring something from another one, and they're all small on the ground. They finally kind of like, you hear him, he hears something, starts looking around, and
I tell him, yo, I want some of those.
and then he gets out from his desk and he's like, what is this? Is there children in here? Is someone playing a prank? And he picks up one of the soldiers that happens to have like a bugle, and it brings it up to his mouth. And then it blows in the bugle, but instead of noise coming
dust.
out, it's a gas or a dust, and it sprays the old elf in his face, and you see him get a little woozy and just kind of sit down, and then he doesn't like fall out right away, but it's a process, and the next thing you know, he's laying on the ground snoring.
He puts an elf to sleep?
Yeah,
That's impressive.
Well, it's poison. It's not magic.
I thought elves were immune to sleep, regardless of
Magical
source.
sleep.
Yeah. You can magically put an elf to sleep?
No, they are immune to
Sleep
magical
and charming
sleep.
spells.
That's poison.
That's poison sleep.
Poison sleep.
Yeah, but they don't sleep at all in general.
Well, he's
Can you,
unconscious.
all right, so if you're an elf and you don't ever sleep yourself, right? And you can't be affected by magical sleep, so it's probably very rarely that you would ever be put to sleep. So when you did fall asleep, you would probably wake up and lose your shit.
Probably.
You'd be like, I was
It
dead.
was,
Dead.
what were they? What was it?
Am I right?
8 hours.
Am I right, people?
But not to mention, like, not even just a human, like 30 years of like experiencing sleep. You're talking about an elf who's been alive for hundreds of years and never have experienced anything like sleep.
Audience.
Sleeps once.
I don't know,
They
they
have a
got knocked
mental
out once or
breakdown.
twice.
Life
They wake
changing.
down, wake up and
I
have
think
a
it'd be
panic
like unconsciousness for them.
attack. They don't go unconscious.
Not hit them
go
hard
never
enough,
really
they
go
go
You can
awake.
knock an elf out.
Hit them hard enough, they go unconscious.
But if they've ever experienced
I'm proof of
combat,
that. At
That's
least half
true.
proof
You're
of
right.
that.
You're right. It'd be like getting knocked out. They aren't immune to that. Okay, never
That's
mind.
true. I've waylaid quite a few elves in my day.
That's just what I do for fun. Just clucking up.
Tuesday, it's elf punch
I put some
day.
Spox ears on and I stuck into the elf boxing league.
Did you
and
sense that?
destroyed those Weasley little chumps.
Look, he hangs
Did
around.
you sense that, Legolas? Bam!
All right. So yeah, I'll stick up to the portal. I don't give a shit.
All right, so you guys get him through.
I tell him before he leaves, before he says, "Hey, come back though. Don't get stuck there."
Oh, I'll absolutely come back. My shop's here. All my stuff.
All my shit's here, man.
I'll assume if you don't come back within a week or so, the shop's mine, right? All right, see you later. I throw him through the portal.
I expected you to rob him blind.
Why would you say that? They're good. They're not rogues. Well,
What? He's part of the fam now.
he's in. They've committed larceny together.
They've committed the crime. It's clearly it's like family.
It's through the initiation. I mean, we got to beat him up later, but otherwise,
All right. So
because blood in, blood out.
What were you saying, Alan?
Before we left the tree, I had a couple of that giant audio that we found.
Yes.
Murdered. I had a couple of teeth in it. I went and got the fashioned into bolts and left that somewhere where those two would see
What's
it.
the matter?
Okay.
Like somewhere stupidly obvious, just a little bit out
Well, you
there.
could have just left it at where they stay.
And Maz.
Yeah, Maz. She's using them to stir soup. What did you guys want to do?
So there was just the checking in on the sort of progress of the Necrobomb. See if there's been any responses. I guess. Well, Carson Pantheon's been
He's
involved.
snoring very loudly at the check-in.
And there's also we've got some coins. So I've been like also since world-ending events are going on, like maybe I figure I can live up the lap of luxury. So I've been doing that. Which also we've had.
Is that code for prostitutes?
Yes. Hookers and blow. So to that end too, at some point I would have distributed the coin that we've collected, and so if people want to write that down, we have some coin from last misadventures. We had.
Are you gonna cut us in on this since we weren't there?
Well, no, this was a thing. I think you guys. Yeah,
He's been hoarding it
no,
like a
like
dragon
this is
the
the thing
whole
I
time.
haven't even been thinking to distribute, but 2,800 gold pieces
Each?
each.
2,800?
I think I already counted that.
All right, I set
didn't, so
my
I got
architects to building my underground bunker for
I had that we
Targaryen
got.
attack.
I had that we got 17,000 gold pieces, 1,800 platinum, and 9,000 golden gems.
Yeah, this is that
Okay.
divvied up. Well,
Okay.
I thought it was 8,400.
No. Although you might have written down what you guys hauled out of the when you guys pissed off the other Dragon Emperor.
I don't know. It's from May. It says bracers +3, and then all of those were.
No, I thought that was all in this.
That was from this the
plus
last dragon
200
we pulled
gold
the thing out of its
pieces
neck.
plus shitload of pewter is what I wrote down on my sheet.
Well, so
Pewter.
So-
a bunch of aluminum coins.
So what does it divide on the platinum?
platinum pieces. The
The
platinum
platinum
pieces.
pieces 300 each.
300
right?
each, and the gems was 8,400 as I had it, but for each that was 1,400.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apparently,
Wait, what? You just told
gave
me
it to Gumbo
2,800.
You have 1,400 gold pieces.
Oh, I didn't have that
in
written for
gems.
me. I had that written for everybody.
Oh. I'm just going to turn it into gold and say that's what happened.
That's fine.
'Cause
So then you got 4,200 gold.
I mean, we're at the point where we should just be.
I have like absurd coin, and
Trading in
really
magic
nothing to
items
expend
and
it on.
stuff.
So the hookers and blow sounds reasonable.
I
I have like
really-
the finest teas, tea sets, pipe weed. Like I'm living.
I'm not
nice.
kidding about my bunker.
I'll help him. I'll help him.
I have no confidence in the guard after the maneuvers.
Ryan, you search for the finest pipeweed
Yeah.
in this hemisphere.
you can absolutely do that. You can
Yeah.
find
And
that.
you find your travels
An
and your
engineer to start
searches
working on
through
that.
back alleys
Right.
and underground seedy environments leads you to us.
with everything
And
that's
I
going
will,
on,
I will surely procure you.
with everything that's going on, like what kind of prestige do
no
I
matter
have?
how hard you
in a
try, it
library?
always leads you to us.
Well, it's a little mixed. For the most part, you're well respected. But there was that time you accidentally created a portal.
Right. I'm aware of that deficit. Like,
It's on your
do,
permanent record now.
do I have enough clout to be able to get any kind of assistance,
Look,
or
Rugby.
can I hire assistants and be able
Yeah.
to get them place here within the library?
Yeah, you can hire assistants.
Okay.
I mean, you probably, if you ask for someone to work with you, they'll probably give you like 2 assistants to do stuff,
All right.
like, organize the books, dust, whatever you want.
Well, no, I'm looking for
Dust.
either people who are competent in research and or competent in ritual spellcasting.
You know that you brought
I can get
scissors,
one
right?
of each.
No
That
idea
would
what
be
you did.
spectacular.
That's
More
a little bit of
likely
a
it'd be
charade that was.
more, research
Someone
than
to open it for.
spellcasting.
Okay.
There isn't a ton of
went to
spellcasters
knife.
around. Like, although you could seek someone out,
Okay.
now you can hire a hireling that is skilled at that.
All right. What would it cost for a hireling?
One that is skilled at ritual casting, you're gonna need a sage, so like 2 gold pieces a day.
All right. How much is it to buy him for the rest of his magical form?
And then also give him immortality.
Yeah.
Hold on, we gotta really work this out, right? So what's his expected life?
Span.
What's the average life span
Right.
of a
If
creature?
you
And
go with,
then
if you
amount-
go with
and-
a half orc, they don't live as long, so it won't cost as much.
No, but get a contract for his lifespan for this amount, and then give him immortality.
It's $2. It was $2 gold a day, right? Or you can hire a kobold for the rest of his life, and it's the same cost.
Back to the kobold jokes.
It ain't easy being a
All right. So I'll figure out that, but I want to, number one, go through any of the books that we brought over from the other side, the dragon. Or
So 720 gold, and you have them for the year.
Okay. So
This? That would be
I'll
really
actually,
funny.
I'll
I'd
actually
probably
give him the
cry.
800, and he gets the bonus. So I want to go through any of those books, find out if anything is actually spellcasting related. Because I can't do anything with regular spells, kind of pointless, but anything that's ritual, I'm highly interested in. The regular researchers, I want to go through and find out if there's something that's not a part of the library, like if it's information that is unknown to the current world. I want to be able to get that information brought to Analassalar's attention.
What would I do if my employer gave me all of my year's money in one lump sum?
Well, you
Skip down.
Yeah, would I continue to work?
Well,
You'd get so taxed.
I believe the idea is you take it off the character sheet now.
Yeah, I know.
And it's
It goes into escrow.
I'm just
and then-
breaking your balls. But I would pay him. I'd pay him monthly. That way, if I die, you didn't get any more out of me.
Well, actually, no. He's like, I want to be paid X because I know you live a very dangerous life.
Well,
do a good job, and I won't die.
The thing I'm thinking about as Falcor is like, well, this place has a government. If they're gonna spend any goddamn money to like preserve their own civilization, like, I'm checking out to the Dragonlands. Fuck these people.
I'm invested in a 50-foot gold statue of myself in the middle of town.
What's the alignment on your sheet over there?
I'm lawful,
Sir,
I'm
you'll all be
lawful
long
good,
dead,
but-
everybody.
You're what?
I'm lawful
You
good.
have the temerity to say those words after what you just said.
So I'm lawful good, but my loyalty is to my Dragon Emperor.
You said awful good?
What?
Yeah.
Lawful and chaotic is just an adjective.
Yeah.
That's just an additional part of the main one, which is good.
Yeah.
well, he's going to try and help out.
You
but
can't be like I'm lawful good, so I obey the law.
Yeah.
And I'll be good when I can. It's not that way.
No. But here's the thing: like, this place has its own governance, and they have to spend for their own defense.
Yeah, but you can't be like, and if they don't, fuck them.
I'm off solving their problems as an adventurer, which I don't know how I ended up doing that shit.
That's how they reinvested in their.
Basically, you're lawful good, so you said, look, if you're not going to pay to help yourself, I'll go out and kill people to help you, but don't touch my money.
Yeah, that's right.
Bitch better not touch my money.
for 100 gold,
Babe said this is
what
right.
kind of contacts can I begin getting in regards to
That's what I'm getting, right?
magic and language?
This was the ability and score improvement. It was that or a feat?
Yeah, you took
Okay.
this goal.
I
For
took
100 gold, what
I
kind
took
of
that,
what?
yeah.
What kind of contacts? I'm trying to increase my network.
What are you looking for?
I've been living a noble lifestyle, like by the book, so
Yeah.
I have contacts in that regard.
Well, I'm still looking into this whole deep speech thing, and I've got 3 contacts for those. I don't know what other areas I might be able to get influence in. And
You got a lot of gold. You can probably find whatever you want. It's just a matter of how much it's going to cost you.
Hey, Ted.
Was there a language for the Vargarians, like a native language that they seem to speak?
Yeah, binary.
001, 001, 01.
Wait, when you guys did go back and find what was going on, they basically did tell you that they know the process, they know what they have to do, they know the blueprint. There's a couple items that they need to be retrieved, and they know where one of them is. They just need someone to go get it.
Like us, someone.
And
Like
and basically
like
they
us.
said Councilman Danak can assist you.
So,
Is punching going to be involved?
Maybe.
a little aside here. You're trying to learn deep speech?
I actually know deep speech now.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I borrowed the ring from you
Uh-huh.
and read the book that you had that had the instruction manual for the apparatus of Koalas that's in your mom's basement.
Uh-huh.
I translated it into Common and then used it to teach myself the language.
Oh, okay.
But it's not the apparatus of Kowalski, it's the apparatus of Kowalski. There's a slight difference.
Yeah.
It's been the Kowalski family for some time.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I never thought of that. I don't have anything to do with my money. I'm gonna, when that tanker comes back, or before he left, I'm gonna say, look, we got this really cool thing hiding in Mom's basement. I don't know how to work it. Last time I tried, I got locked in. So I want to hire this guy to fix this thing up and make it awesome.
Pimp it out.
Rev it
He's
up.
gonna put air, he's gonna
Granny
put
ass.
air horns on.
Spinners on it.
Yeah.
Drop it down real low.
Basically, I want to hire this tinker.
There's tassels on the handles.
Naked lady on the side.
I'm willing to pay this guy
Basket on the front.
however much he wants for as long as he wants to fix this thing up and make it an awesome vehicle for us to travel around in.
Give him a year's pay up front.
All right, he'll take that job.
Okay.
Did not take much negotiating. It'll
No,
be
I
a
imagine
naked
he wants
gnome
to.
lady though.
Yeah. It's the best kind.
But I
So-
do tell him to watch out for the mold that's growing in there, because it will fuck you up.
By watch out, he means don't eat it.
So if you want to actually have a bunker built,
Oh, yeah.
you know, or you're basically a house
How old are
with a souped up basement.
Well, I was thinking slightly outside of town. That way, in
You're
case things go
right.
bad, I can tell some people where to retreat to.
Okay.
Try to skirmish guerrilla warfare from there.
Given the fact that I've done patrols about a half mile out of town, I might be able to identify a good area for them to put in as well.
Okay. So you guys can go out and looking at some areas, then you find that engineer. There is a couple dwarves still left over from the construction of the wall, who you could hire. Unless you want to find a human or
No,
whoever.
Fine.
So he doesn't have a ASIN complex,
Yeah.
apparently.
There's a Grimmel Ironhammer is an engineer in town who is willing to take the job for you.
My thing is keep it the few amount of people know about it as possible. Only because I don't know how much information these things get from wherever they take over. So if we have to run out of town, I don't want everybody to know where the thing's at.
Well, of course, every job we take is confidential for our clients.
Advise him to kill everyone that works with him and himself.
Bury yourself in there.
And then report back to me for no reason.
As a corpse.
For no reason. Yes.
But I understand your need to keep it quiet. But if you want this done in a more timely fashion, I'm going to need to bring in more workmen.
Oh, I'm just saying don't tell them what it's for.
Oh, that is not a problem at all.
They're like,
It's a
"Why
grain
this
storage."
this is a mountain.
Blindfold them on the way to the work site, so they don't know where they're at.
That's right.
Turn them around 3 times.
We will begin work on that.
Then bury them all inside.
And he just asked for a 500 gold retainer to get started with
It'll
materials.
be 12 grand when we're done.
That's fine. Well, I got
Like
the
any
pool in.
contracting job, scope creep. Scope creep.
Gonna
is
put the pool in, so.
Yeah.
The hot tub first, though.
So, what are you guys doing now?
All right, well, he said to talk to Danak,
Yes.
so
Let's
I'm
go
going to go
talk
seek
to
out Danak.
He's pulling the knock out of his backpack.
I forgot to grab the writing pencil. Yeah, Danak now has a house within the borders of Griffingaff, in addition to his mansion that's on the outskirts. It's just slightly bigger than the mayor's house.
Is he bringing his exotic hobbies over into this house too?
You have not seen them yet. Fluffy or Sasha. And you're greeted at the door by a manservant.
This is the guy that Pete was working for?
It was.
As far as we know, Pete's still working for it.
Because, Pete answers the door. That's the manservant. Tom.
He's a double, triple agent. So is it really Tom?
No.
Oh.
You think he would let? You think he would let Tom greet people at the door?
He's rotten.
You'd probably fucking fumble that too.
He's rotting in an unmarked
I
grave
assume he
somewhere.
crushed his will.
He's rotting in an
Poor
unmarked
Will.
grave outside of town.
So you're met at the door by an older gentleman with saggy jowls,
Still.
Okay.
and he's wearing a servant livery.
Greetings.
No, I'm doing it for
We've been informed that we have some business with Danak.
Do you have an appointment?
We
do
were
not.
So was it the council? Right. The council informed us that Danak had some intelligence for us.
Well, it was actually the head librarian.
We don't need no stinking appointment. Get him away. Go get him.
I'm Lord Falcor of the Enclave.
He looks a
of
little
Knowledge.
shaken at the goblins outburst.
You're yelling this between his legs.
Please,
Is this the guy at the door?
Yeah.
I kick him straight in the shin.
No, get down, back.
Get the hell out of my way and go get the Danak.
He starts hopping on one foot, falls against the door jam.
Manners, Richard Pickleton.
And he doesn't look.
I thought I taught this guy a lesson last time. He keeps giving me a hard time.
He looks less capable of running to grab anybody.
Grundle punches,
you're delaying.
howling with laughter, like laying on the ground, like cannot stop laughing.
Oh, why did they attack me? Why did you let your vicious green children attack me? I hate children.
Please, believe me, if these were my children, I would take measures to make sure they didn't exist.
Yo, now kick him in the shin.
By now I have a really nice stone staff. Like, it's made out of, like, rock. It's pretty sweet looking.
Sounds really
Are you coming on to me?
That sounds really heavy.
He begins crawling away. I will return.
I will help the man to his feet and
I'll give him the.
ease his injury.
I'll
Even if I
pop
have
a
to.
mushroom in his mouth.
I pushed him. I didn't stab him.
Kick
Jesus.
him in the shin.
Yeah. It's like
Good
kick
old
from a
guy.
goblin. Come on.
Your strength is probably better than mine.
What's your strength?
I'll help Relly and help him up, and I'll give
Oh,
him
okay,
the
yeah.
extra
Then certainly.
great sword that I have on me that time to use.
But I'm also a small size character.
Crunch.
So it's like a D2 for my damage from unarmed.
It's one.
I have a normal
Just
one.
one flat one.
Yeah,
For everyone.
Everyone.
That was
Unless
the
you're
one that
trained, it's one damage.
I keep it. I keep a backup on me just in case.
Yeah. So after hobbling away, eventually a different servant comes back. One looks a little more youthful and a little tougher. He looks like he might have a little ogre blood in him.
Ochre blood.
Yeah, he's like 6'6" and scowling, and he kind of looks like a Neanderthal.
How did Nate
You're
arrive
gonna,
at
you're
this
gonna
peak?
kick him?
Huh?
You're gonna
Hey,
kick him?
you,
Yeah, give me a boost. I crawl up on Grundle's shoulders and I punch him straight in his knee. You're not to knock. Get the fuck out of here.
you hit him in his knee, and it's like you just
No,
punched a boulder.
I'm gonna absolutely get in the way.
So instead you punch Relion right in the nads.
I picked both of them up by the back of their collars and just kind of hold them at arm's
We don't
length.
wear fucking collars.
I just windmill, swing my arm. Get it out of here! I'll kill you, you bastard!
You can barely see his eyes because he's got the eyebrow bridge. And
I
his
can
eyes
barely
kinda
see his eyes
squinting.
because I'm laughing so hard now I'm crying.
You're laughing in his arms.
And he's chewing something like almost like a cow chewing cud. Every once in a while, I see the dark leaves staining his teeth.
Ah.
Use here to see the knock. Come this way.
Very well.
Oh,
I
wait,
apologize
he's just
for
taking
my
us to break. He's
associates.
just taking us to go.
I run
Yeah,
their
hurry
heads
up about
together.
It's alright. I understand. They're just goblins. Everybody should own a couple. and he heads into the foyer.
I take a shit right in this guy's shoe.
No.
Look, I will run your heads together if you don't both behave.
Do you have Tavern Brawler yet?
No. So
That's a beat. No, I haven't got that.
you're led through into a foyer where Danak is sitting in front of a fire, relaxing with an overstuffed chair. And I don't know if you remember, he's a small gnome with a little paunch of his stomach. He's got sideburns that are white, long white hair. He's dressed rather dapper.
Instead of a bear rug, he's got a Tom rug.
So we meet again, my friends.
Greetings, good Sir Danak.
If you
we've
both agree to
heard
behave, I'll let you go.
we've heard rumors that we should be seeking audience with you. You have further information.
You can hold it all you want. I start smoking up. I start rolling up a cigarette, or what is presumably a cigarette. I start lighting it and smoking it. And once I get done, I just puff like purple smoke right in your face. Like,
I do.
you want to get down, big boy?
There's a fireplace, you said?
There is a fireplace. I do, and then he just kind of trails off, looking at the goblins and the dragonborn.
Strength check to throw.
I don't
You have a
resist.
22. You have a 22 strength.
I don't
He's 3
resist.
foot tall.
He throws me as hard as I want. Or as hard as he wants. I hit the side of the fireplace, grab it, flip, roll off to the other side. And then I laugh. That's good toss. We should use that in a fight sometime.
The stone reward.
So,
Yes, so we don't all get to choose our companions. You get what you pay for, and Griffin Gaff
Unfortunately, we didn't pay
Griffin Gaff isn't paying much.
Yes, well, I have an associate that you can find in the city of OutKast. Are you familiar with it?
What is this? I'm not from this land. What is this?
Is that
outcast?
history? To know stuff?
I think so.
I've heard he has some hits.
Is it 27?
Oh yeah, you've read about it.
Hey, yeah, my girl. Blah, 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 blah.
What?
That's it.
Oh,
Outcast
Outcast.
song? Yeah.
Oh.
So deep within the bowels of this world, the beneath, you will find a city run by Duergar merchants. It is a
What's a
free
Duergar?
trading.
So,
Dark dwarf.
It's like a dwarf, but more rad.
they're,
Think of it kind of
Like-
as you could on a drow.
you've met the
Like
dwarves. Well, they are underground dwelling dwarves, and they have a city that is built within a massive stalagmite.
They're even grumpier
Oh,
than
that's-
normal dwarves.
Huh. Well, that's
Grumpy is not even a word
disconcerting.
for it. The Duergar just they lack emotion. They
Well.
don't seem to.
Oh no, they're plenty emotional. They're just all grumpy.
I have no doubt, probably in my laboratorial days, I might have encountered one or two.
not unless it scales.
I'm not.
No, he's not from.
Oh.
We've been over this.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's
but
because-
they're usually slavers.
Yeah, I don't really regard you as real people then. So, you're not.
So I have a contact there. If you can make your way to OutKast, my friend, my associate, is taking up residence
And this associate.
at the Dream Palace. It's run by Yo Gish, but that's not the guy you want to talk to. You want to talk to Gentleman Jack. He's the one that's going to get you the lens of dark vision.
The fact that it's called the Dream Palace puts me on edge.
What kind of establishment is this Dream Palace?
You know, the normal.
Opium den. Opium den. Opium den.
You know, your normal place where you might seek substances to relax and relieve
my
the
house.
tensions of the day. I don't recommend too much of enjoying it too much. I hear it's highly addictive.
I look at the goblins.
And
Are
we're
you
looking for a
insane?
lens of what?
Dark visions. Adelasalar tells me that they're going to be able to focus the creature's powers through that into the crystal.
What can you tell me of Gentleman Jack? And are we merely making contact for him to tell us where it might be?
Oh no, he has it. He's going to give it to you. Oh, he rings a bell, and the bruiser that lets you in comes back in holding a small cask. You have to deliver this to him for payment.
Alright, so we'll have a fee, and I imagine,
I'll take hold of the cask.
that, as I was going to say, Bloodfang, that seems like right up your alley.
I start sniffing around the cask.
So
What's this? What's
You
in
smell
there?
wood
Hunt?
and oil,
Oil.
Truly.
I activate short pump.
What kind of oil?
some iron. You know, like you would oil wood with.
That's what's in the cask?
No.
Let's see, exterior.
Yeah,
no, I
it's-
asked him,
it's-
what's in the cask?
It's the payment.
Yeah, what's the payment?
Several platinum bars.
In a cask?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, does he have a title? Is he a lord? Is he just a sir?
Councilman the Knock.
Oh. So, sir, is this coming out of your generosity, or is this coming from the town?
Does it matter?
It'll make him sleep better at night.
To some of us, it might.
Well, apparently we need to get the thing to make sure the thing happens so that the other thing does not happen.
Right.
Yes,
So-
you look very good without gears and other metal parts upon you.
Between myself, the other council folk, and the town, and the mayor, and even the heroes of the towns, we've figured things out a little bit. We've got the payment for them. And in the meantime, we're working on finding the other crystal
Okay.
to make the Necrobomb.
To make sure we all stay without metal parts.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I guess we should start heading below the ground.
I've let both the goblins go by this point, just so you know.
What
You already threw me, so.
Is this? Is
I know,
this
I'm
in
still
the
holding on
morning?
to the other one, so I let.
Is this in the morning that we have
Grumble,
this meeting?
Sure.
All right.
Well, I feel
There's
we
still
should.
plenty of daylight hours to.
Do we
penetrate.
wish to set out right away? Do we wish to gather as much information about where we're going and our route to get there?
Oh,
For-
he hands you a detailed map of beneath route.
And so I'll unfold it. How does it take us? Is it overland or is it a good amount of it underground?
It's almost all underground. You guys are going to travel. You guys will travel about a week above ground to an access point.
And how
About,
long underground?
It's going to take you a good 2 weeks of travel underground.
So we have a 3-week journey just to get there.
I say we use the rest of what time we have here to gather provisions and supplies for that.
Break rations and are these routes friendly to sort of equine creatures or whatever conveyance one might use?
It could be a little bit difficult for them at times, and you would need something trained to traverse beneath the ground. Your average steed is probably going to get spooked.
So I say,
Dranther would be ideal.
Dave, did you say light
I have a
crossbow or
combat
heavy
lizard.
Heavy.
so the route we're taking from Griffin Gaff to the entry point, is that a route through wilderness, or is that on a trail?
It's actually on a trail. It's
Oh.
basically you're going to go just outside of Crathon Gulch, the dwarven area, and from there you can access the tunnels that'll
Okay,
lead
so
you to beneath.
can we get can we hire a wagon team to take us there and then be able to just essentially drop us off and be able to go back? Because they're
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem at all.
I mean, or we could go part of the caravan if there's one that happens to be, if the timeline works out. Right. So I guess we could do that. Otherwise, we can just travel out with it.
I'm just looking, like the first week's worth of rations we're not going to be having to trying to pack on our own backs.
I'm insulted.
He could just forage.
Oh, yeah, well,
Tensor's floating disc.
yes, I can do that, but
I'm insulted. Do I tell you how to read books?
you try.
I mean, yeah, but do you? But do you listen?
No.
Well, exactly. Don't worry about it. I'll cover the food. You think you know how to survive underground better than we do?
Absolutely not.
There, shut up.
That's the way you eat half a rat.
You'll be eating spider fricassee
Not even a
and
good
mushroom
half.
stew. Don't you worry about it. Just like Grandma used to make.
And that's the
Not
problem.
even a good half of the rat.
Lichen souffle.
Lichen.
What are your favorite terrains?
Mine's forest. What's yours, Aunt?
Forest.
Forest.
I see we're well diversified here. What's happening?
Don't you worry about it.
Nobody wants to get lost
Come.
alone.
That's really true, actually.
Nice. It's a shame that we don't have
Oh, I do have a rage.
one of those bags that has extra dimensional space inside.
You have a what?
I do have a rage.
That
No,
would be
we've got him.
All I saw was afraid of walrus.
That's true.
Yeah, but
Are we
12.
12?
Yeah, we're 12.
We're 12 years old?
Yeah, goblins age different rates. So
Terrible.
Yeah, you're.
At 30, you guys look like you're 90.
we're like, midlife crisis.
Yeah,
right
you're
now.
you're about halfway through your life.
Wait till you start shrinking.
I'd say we're probably 13 by now.
So are
You
we?
guys live like 25% longer than kobolds.
Kobolds are like gnats.
So are we going to take the rest of this day and prepare?
Yes.
Yeah. What would be handy is even a pack Dranther, just to carry all everything.
Do you want me to head to the Dragon Area and see if I can procure you a sophisticated enough mount?
Any
Well, there is some Dragonborn holdings within the town of Griffingath.
I think
and,
I have title enough that I should be able to demand a round of Dranther.
And back at the actual fort that guards the portal, there's also Dragonborn stationed there. Now, when you guys are actually walking through the town, you've all been gone for a little while, but you do notice every once in a while, like one of the citizens kind of like, well, first thing you notice is there's this bad smell, and then you come across like different citizens kind of, lounging about, giggling at nothing.
Uh-oh.
And it kind of reminds you of the Goblins a little bit.
Everybody's fucked up.
Well,
You guys
But they
should take
smell
point.
awful.
This sounds like your area of
Like
expertise.
awful, like they haven't bathed in a week, or awful, like
No, like they got sprayed by a skunk.
I don't know. It's anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I put my skunk away.
My skunk gun.
it's like a super soaker, except for it's a skunk.
that would be vile.
It's called a super skunker.
Well, this
It's
seems
in the
like
monster manual. It's on page 150.
it's like that seems like a less pressing issue. Let's be on to. So I'm gonna
I'm
go.
sorry, what did you say that your alignment was?
Lawful good.
Okay, just making sure.
We have.
Just reminding
we
you.
have a world-ending issue to deal
People
with.
who smell bad and
People
are
that
not
are giggling,
problem.
basically your people hanging out lazing about.
Oh, here we go with
Your
your
people.
people.
What does that mean? Are they
What do you mean
goblins?
your
They're acting like goblins. They're acting like goblins.
I'll go check them out.
I mean, it was the gathering
Since I-
here because
Since
the next
a lawful good person won't check them out, I'll
They're
go
too
check
dirty
them
to
out.
be lawful good around.
Onward.
Yeah, what's going on? Do we know? Do we
love
recognize
how
this?
it's
Once somebody points it out to me, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that's
I put a
different.
sun rod in their eye to see
So-
if their pupils are either
But
fucking
when
blind
you
now.
do that, they're like, "Whoa, man, whoa, you're green,"
Is how are you
and they
going?
seem surprised.
Is mom working at the soup
Kitchen.
in the soup kitchen?
No, she's at her place.
Okay.
When you go back there, you find out that there's like crossbow bolts that have been specially made for you, but she happens to be using one of them to stir soup.
The Sphere of Annihilation one, the blue
That's what she does.
Well, no, they're actually made from parts of an animal, monster
Gross.
creature,
Anyway,
carved bone, basically.
are these people okay?
They seemed okay, but they seem really out of it.
So are
when
they-
you look, their pupils are super
Do they
dilated.
seem like they're just on drugs?
Yeah, pretty much.
Can we determine what drug it is?
Because they have extensive knowledge on this.
We actually do.
I've at 10th level of drug use here.
They
I
should be
feel
able
like
to
we
just
should be
lick
able
them
to.
and know.
We should be able to tell not only what drug it is,
Like
but
a bullfrog.
whose brand it is.
That's what surprises you the most.
It's
Like,
Heisenberg's.
you've never seen it before. So after you talk to them for a while, like they'll tell you like they're taking musk. It's the best.
That's the drug they're taking, musk, and we never heard of that before.
Oh, that sounds like they're drinking the musk of an animal, which sounds really gross.
Yo, I want some. Where do we get it?
I thought it was being called stank.
Some people call it musk. Some people call it stank.
Okay.
And well, when you ask about it, someone's like, I only got one more left.
Yo, where'd you get it? Yo, where'd you get it?
And
Hook
it,
me up.
ditching
it
weed.
pulls out like it almost looks like a tiny like porcupine quill,
What do you do with it?
and their eyes kind of go, why would you say that? And they jam it in your arm.
No effect whatsoever.
Zero.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Other than being mildly annoyed that you're just punctured with something.
yeah. I'm like,
No, after like 5 to 10 seconds, it's like lightning shoots through your veins, and you may or may not notice. Then Grundle Punch begins to smell bad, but your eyes
Right.
glaze over a little bit, and
take the thing out of my arm and put it in a baggie so we can
Let's go
check
back.
it out
Begins.
later. No!
well, more so.
No, I was going to put it in the bag, not put it in the bag. I am fully behind the process of letting Grundle try the drug before I do.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna just ride my spider so I don't like walk off a cliff or anything.
Okay, so
If you do, you just keep going down.
Oh, that's true.
so you just feel super mellow right now, and you really don't want to do anything.
Oh, does my spider want to be near me? Does my spider have a good sense of smell?
I don't like spiders smell at all.
Yeah,
Probably
I
not
have no
anymore.
idea.
I don't think they can smell.
I have no idea.
You want
So this guy just ran out of his supply, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait and tail him.
Okay. So
You
after
babysit me?
Nah, you're good.
I go back to mom's.
So after a while, he finally does get up and leaves the spot, and
I'll drag you along.
you see him like going through his pockets.
Conspicuous at all.
He's going through his
Inconspicuous at all,
pockets and he's kind of scratching and itching, and you see when he scratches like on his neck, it begins like the skin kind of flakes off, almost like a lizard shedding or something, or
great.
someone that's sunburned. So it's kind of gross, but he starts like turning his pockets inside out, and you see he doesn't seem like he's got any more money.
Oh, I get it.
You should stealth some money into his pocket.
Yeah, I stealthily get some money near his feet, so you go, I just found a gold piece. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, his eyes light up. He seems kind of oblivious to the fact that it just appeared, but he looks around real quick and scoops it up and then shuffles along. He goes to one of the seedier taverns in town.
He deposited it in his bank, and he gets it and put it into his
Into a CD.
He goes
Shame
to
on
one
me
of
for
the,
prejudging.
Yeah.
he goes to one of the newer taverns in town that is a little. It's not as nice as some of the other ones where you guys have been to.
Certainly not like Maz.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll just glaze over the idea that we haven't been to every tavern and bar in this entire
So
city.
so this one is definitely for more of the lower class. The busted donkey.
Okay.
And he doesn't go to the tavern.
Donkey punch.
The busted donkey.
The donkey punch.
Be right back, writing that.
He goes past it and around the corner, like down an alleyway. And you see a couple youths down there, kind of just hanging out, where there's some barrels and crates and whatnot. And two of them approach him, and you see they seem to recognize him, and they kind of part for him. And you hear a voice from the back of the alley. Joey, you're back so soon. Good to see you. I missed you.
I'm watching this.
He comes into the light. It's a fucking porcupine.
I'm watching this, but at the same time, I'm climbing up a wall and down the roof, so I'm above them.
Okay.
I'm gonna Batman Arkham Asylum this.
Yeah. So there's like he's probably a young man in his late teens. Looks kind of scraggly, but he's wearing kind of nice. Looks like he's wearing nicer clothes than he should be wearing, because the rest of him looks kind of scraggly. And he goes, "What can I get you?" Well, Sam, I got a cold. Can you give me 10 more? Sure. Here's a full sleeve, and it's basically, it's a bundle, and he kind of like flicks it out, and there's 10 of those spikes in the cloth.
And it was like a natural thing, like literally from like a porcupine or something.
Like a porcupine or like a really long thorn spike or something like that.
Okay.
But you can see, like, if you inspect the one that she had, you could see that it was hollowed out, and there was a wax seal on the one end.
Oh, okay. So it's manufactured.
It's definitely manufactured.
But is it manufactured from a real quill, or is it a manufacturer?
No, it's used. They're using something. Whether it's it's probably, it really does look like more like, on closer inspection, more like a thorn from a rose or something like that, but way long,
right,
and hollowed out. And when you checked it out, it smelled really awful.
Okay.
And then
so these guys have a transaction, and then
they have a transaction. Basically, looks like he rolled it out. He called it a sleeve to show him that it was all there. Rolled it back up, put it in his hand.
All right. I guess I'll come out of the alley and then go around a corner that I think this guy's gonna walk down, and then once he walks around that corner, I'm just gonna knock him out and steal his drugs.
Okay, you don't even have to roll or nothing. You just roll this guy like it was nothing.
Yeah.
You knock him out. He's kind of sobbing in his unconsciousness.
Why don't you slip another gold piece in his pocket at least? Maybe between his butt cheeks so he don't get robbed.
No, I'm gonna slip him a handful of good berries.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Good mushrooms.
Okay.
Good
So-
mushies.
Good mushes. Yeah.
So a new drug has hit the market.
No, but this is that natural stuff.
The
It's
good
herbal. That'll get
Well,
you.
it doesn't
It'll fix
heal
you up.
It's basically ginseng.
It still fix you up.
It's basically ginseng.
Ginseng dipped in nicotine.
It's ginseng and St. John's wort
And hallucinogens.
a little bit of.
All right, so you have that on you now.
Sweet. I'm gonna take it back to these guys and be like, check it out. I scored us some. It looks like it's somebody's making some little needles here, and they got shits in them that makes you crazy sick, and your skin starts falling off. Oh yeah, Grundle, watch out! Your skin's gonna start coming off.
Do we have a scientist in the
For
group?
real.
So while that was
Can you,
happening, I was
if we
looking
gave
to
you one,
procure
could you
us
figure out what it was?
I have an expertise in investigation.
or
cool,
three
yeah.
three
And I have poison
Granthers
specialty.
from
There's only one way to know how this works, and that's to try it.
Absolutely not.
Back to my residence with the whole diagram.
I have
Drop off some
I also have
ideas
investigation, so
This way it's in
I'm an
that
expert.
area instead of here.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So yeah, you're able to grab some Dranthers. Obviously, you can't get war Dranthers because only a knight can get those.
I'll
But-
settle for a second range Ranther. It's okay.
No.
We're going to it's a
To
mile.
carry our supplies, a war dranther or nothing at all.
All I have is busted donkeys.
I have a poisoner's kit.
Also, while in there, I will
But I
be
have a really
grabbing
bad
supplies from there. Some for me and a
also,
little
I'm
bit for
fucked up as
him.
fuck right now. So
For
bad.
Falcor,
Well,
so
what
that
I would
Falcor
do is I would use my
doesn't complain too much about it.
what's it called?
Well, I mean, obviously from our
My
realm,
channel
the food
divinity
is much
to
better.
get-
So
Proficiency in
you
alchemist
stop.
tools,
Okay,
and then investigate.
that sounds awesome.
You can't have everything.
what they have the deliciousness that the Dragonborn prefer. All right, over on the other side in the Dragon realms.
But there's more fun creatures
I don't know,
over
I
here.
don't
So
know if we can
apparently,
decide what it is.
Richard really wants me to investigate this whole
looks-
drug thing. So
Look,
Torg and
you
I
can't
are gonna,
have bad drugs in your city.
Are gonna-
It gives drug abusers a bad name.
are gonna investigate this.
What?
He also has expertise in investigation, so can I roll with advantage?
How much time are you spending doing it? So they were off doing their thing. They were grabbing the supplies. Kind of meet up around the same time. So like,
Do I have an idea of how long it would take?
it could take days. It could take weeks. It could take hours.
Could take seconds. Could take minutes.
It's not the internet.
It could take years.
I
Well,
mean, to
Millennium.
properly
Millennium.
investigate what's going on, you're gonna have to talk to people. You're gonna.
well, I just meant like investigate the actual properties of the thing.
Okay, so you want to okay? That's completely different. You just want to examine.
He wants to
the
CSI
drug.
the shit.
Yes.
He wants to CSI it.
Okay,
Your
drop
hands.
the d20. Do not roll a
hands.
1.
The 6.
Okay. So, it is made. You don't believe that it comes from any. You don't believe it is
Herbal.
Put them all the same
herbal
way.
at all. It has a.
All the same
The smell is horrible, and it kind of makes you think of like a skunk or something. So they might be using some kind of glands from an animal or creature.
Would I?
There's when you look at it, it's kind of like an oil,
Okay.
and it's not like anything you've ever seen before. But whatever it is, it's definitely been treated by an alchemist, someone using alchemy.
Okay. So, I will give that information in regards to the town guard, and be able to set out on our trails tomorrow.
Okay.
Can't
I don't-
believe you snitching.
He totally snitched.
Well, I imagine you didn't tell me where the guy is. So,
He's knocked out.
no. I imagine he's not going to tell Relion where,
where the drug
the
dealer
specific
is?
dude is.
I'll tell you where the guy is. I don't care. I didn't know that guy, right?
It might be better if for dissection you could figure it out quicker.
That guy's nobody to us. That guy, if anything, that guy's infringing on our turf.
Okay. Well,
I know 3 guys whose territory he's in. So
Okay. Well, so if he
And we're 2 of
tells
them.
Relion where those sellers are, he will absolutely tell the town guard.
Really on the rat.
yeah,
Absolutely.
just thinking.
Yes.
Narcion.
Yep.
Thanks for the tip. We'll look into it.
Thanks to
Yeah,
the tip,
it-
we needed more musk. I mean, we'll look into it.
If we were going to be around for more than a day, I would say, like, well, I trail the guy back when he needs to resupply. I'm really try to get up the ladder, but whatever.
What are you doing with the other 9 doses?
I mean, one of my
You have 7 doses.
I'm thinking about attaching them to some
I mean,
crossbow
6
bolts.
doses. Another 5.
That's some fun shit right there.
I mean, you guys do now have bow and crossbow bolts.
I could just shoot Bloodfang full of them so he's addicted to something and only I could supply. But then I'll be around all the time, so.
How's that any different than normal?
Well.
Well,
we should
then again,
definitely
what's
put it
also
in the
preventing me
rations.
from becoming incredibly angry from that and just running flame reach through you?
We'll see my ability to outrun you.
The last errand, besides getting the information on OutKast, is
That's the
to
worst scavenger out there.
grab some snacks for the road and we can sit out in the morning.
Nice.
I'll find some good reading to bring along with me.
So I
could, like-
kind of envision like everyone else grabbing the necessities, and Relian is grabbing like pork rinds and
Funyuns.
That's necessities. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna
I
just think
imagine
about
like
it
the reason he's got the weight issue or however you want to call it is he sits and reads.
It's thyroid. It's
Like,
thyroid.
he reads and eats sweets. So
Your character's got a weight issue?
I've always described him as kind of being a Friar Tuck,
Oh,
like, fat.
okay.
yeah, and he said he couldn't make them fatter. So
Yeah, the
Dude, put some milliput on that shit. Sculpt some milliput.
no, he didn't spend $50 for that mini to go put in
Go
the
on,
$50.
Oh God, I hope it wasn't $50.
No, it's 25.
Yeah, that's not bad.
What?
It's like
That's still insane. Yeah.
It's a one-off custom thing. I mean,
Still
in the realms of
It's
buying
also an inch
miniatures,
tall.
$25 isn't that bad.
To be able to custom design it exactly the way you want, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, if it was more than 25, I would have balked.
$25.99. Out of your mind.
A lot of the armor, if you put it on there and then set it so the guy's real fat, the armor just starts looking all crazy and weird. So I'm ready to go.
pretty as well.
So next morning,
Yes.
we're not going to have random encounters on our own
In the
city?
town, yes.
I'm
A
assuming
Tarrasque
the
steps over the wall.
Just to check
I
in
think we're
and
ready
say
for it.
hi.
This will be a
immediately
good
run
fight.
at it.
A Vargarian Tarrasque.
I think
Targaryen Tarrasque. Well,
I'm
now,
running in
that gets interesting.
And that's what they're
I'm
setting
running
up
in
to
that
soften us up.
That's their advanced scouts.
That's right.
Just saying.
Well, that's the first one.
Right.
When we get the wave
Oh,
of
from
Targaryen
Tinker?
Tarrasque.
No, there's a bunch of them basically
Dude, what were
harnessed
the-
to carry
What were
something
the bolts
bigger.
you said came from the Tinker?
Web, fire, blue. What was the other one?
Heart.
Acid.
Acid.
Heart.
And blue is the we don't know what it is.
Right.
You'll find out when you do it.
Yeah, I just realized.
And props for not making it just the 4 elements.
Web is an element.
It's absolutely. This is a spider element.
So when you go to fifth
Cool.
courtesy of Arcanine.
So your first week traveling through the wilderness, no issues. I mean, that's a well-traveled road. With the Dragonborn, the dwarves, Crutchbait, everyone becoming more and more involved in Griffin Gap, there's been less and less banditry in the surrounding area. Plus, the bandits have figured out that there's this crazy Dragonborn that roams the night, bashing them with a flaming sword. So they've kind of moved on to easier areas.
Well, I mean, I believe there's also a ranger guild or woodsman guild that kind of
Yeah, they're not worried about them at all.
Oh.
Crazy Dragonborn with fire swords scares the shit out of them, though.
Oh, good. I'm glad to know I did
It's like
something right.
it's like a Batman on steroids.
Do Dranthers breathe? Have a breath weapon as well?
Yes,
Poison.
Poison.
It's cool.
You okay, Ted?
Oh, yeah, let's get the one.
He's just loosening up.
Shoulder.
Let's bring the ass.
Did you
Have
kill
you-
too many people with Kung Fu and
have-
then
have
suddenly
you
listen
listened
to
to
That's how you had the
Vargarian
surgery,
replacements?
right? Is that where you had
No,
the
no,
surgery?
I was stomach stuff.
Have you looked into
Same
Vargarian
thing.
replacements?
Same
I hear that
That'd be
they can-
cool. I get the little some drill attachments and stuff. Open cans.
French sticklers, whatever, stuff.
Can't go near giant magnets though.
I started singing tunes.
All right. So you said something about the first week.
Yeah, it's the first week you know no issues. You find yourselves at the mouth to the beneath.
Okay, so we can bid our wagon train or caravan or whatever it is that we went with goodbye and
Whatever it is that we went with.
head down to the beneath.
Dranther's hoe. Because three of us, you have a Dranther to ride, and you have a Dranther, and you have a Dranther. You
Yeah,
guys
spider.
can just, what's that?
We have the
Spider.
spider.
Yeah, you guys can double up on the spider. That's
Around,
what I
there's
figured.
half of me and a fat Dranther. Sure, you should tell them how to clean it first.
So the tunnel is rather wide, 15 foot wide, and 15 foot high. So it looks like it's been worked.
Is it like square?
Yes.
Duh.
15 by 15. So what is your marching order?
That is important.
You mean like square?
And not all of you can see in the dark.
Oh, true. That's
Somebody's gonna have to
true.
bear light.
I think me and her will be scouting ahead,
Okay.
or at least far enough ahead that we're out of the light that they're using,
Okay.
and we can move stealthily while we do it, so that if anything's seeing like, oh, there's light there, we try to keep ourselves out of the. So we'll hit. If something sees them, we'll hit it before
These all are
they
peeps.
react.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a minute for it.
Here,
I'll
let
be using-
me propose a marching order.
I'll be using the flame reach as my light source. This way I've got my weapon out.
If I'm on my... I still have Rope Nugget down here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're using that as your light source.
This is me
Okay.
with Rope.
Okay.
So fun fact, flame reach now has blue
there's two more
fire
pieces in there for us,
Why?
though, I think.
because it's that Hoarfrost gem that I found. I embedded. I somehow managed to get it stuck inside of flame reach, so it now does fire and cold damage.
That's confusing.
You mean the types of damage are different now, or that it does all the
Alright,
damage
so
of a fire
this is
weapon
us
and all
marching
the damage of
forward,
the
if
cold
that
weapon?
It
works.
does cold and it's
So
on fire.
you Vanguard.
So
Okay.
4 dice.
Does that work for everybody?
Can I see
5.
that?
Yep.
You don't mind being the predator picks me off position.
Anthony.
Okay, cool. Fine. Good. Well enough.
I have the ability to
Thank you.
create a floating
Let
orb
you
of
ever
light,
use
so.
this.
I like the alien look that you gave it. Like, I'm not going to fucking use this thing.
I'll just throw it over here. You got it.
Ted?
So how much distance is
Oh, you
that
already have that.
from?
Yeah, I have it on.
You got
Blood
bardic
fang to the
inspiration.
back.
Congratulations.
Both hanging to the back for illumination. So, what's the radius of a torch?
I think
our
his sword is
characters
30 feet.
on
I don't need it.
also.
10,
I mean, I do have
20,
the
I said I
30.
need our
So
characters
I'm
on
at
your
the
torch.
end of
For
the
this-
torch
for this
light.
one?
and
Yeah,
it's
I
in
don't
the
need
back.
it.
When did you order it?
Yeah, okay.
I didn't order it.
And it has me
I just
doing
paid the money for it. I just made
Anthony
it.
also made all of the art
I'd rather
for
not be-
our
no.
earlier
Wait- away from the
Kobold's
light,
character
that way they're
sheets
the
on
target.
Hero Forge. He made the characters, then what did you print screen? Like just capture the image, and then he made
I will
the
use my
character
bardic
sheets that way.
inspiration. What does the bardic
send me those
inspiration do?
JPEGs, I'd appreciate it. I'd like to see
I
what
don't
you,
know.
what you did.
You expect me to know what a bard does?
That's
Come
like-
on,
I
man.
just send you the files for it. Like the actual like.
Outside of playing your loot and
then
then summoning a swarm of daggers to kill everything.
I know you can save it and send.
That'd be neat.
You probably should be able to, yeah.
So is that how far you guys want to be, or you want to be further ahead?
Oh, they want to be further ahead. They want
Like
to be.
full on scouting ahead.
They want to
so,
be out of the
Range of
limelight.
the light.
like that, and we're both on the spider, I imagine.
So that's like.
That's as much light as you
I
provide.
believe so.
Oh, we don't have to be that far ahead then.
No, we should be that far ahead.
Well, flame
That
reach
last
is out,
paragraph
which is
on that
even
page.
more light. So
It's easier
because
to
I think
explain it
that's
to you.
like 30 feet,
Yeah,
a
light,
die
light
10
is
now.
only a 20-foot radius, so it's actually going to be bigger than that.
slightly.
And I haven't cut out the big one yet, so.
So you get what you get,
So
which is fine. Either way, it's still going to overlap. All right, so you guys travel for several days. You through foreign and alien terrain that you have probably not seen before. You hit mushroom forests that are huge, bigger than any of you. Here you found some
You
grottos.
upgrade it to a D10.
You guys are able to
Okay.
forage as you go. There's plenty of like grubs, and you find rodents. You find different fungus that's edible. Some that's probably not edible, but you try and convince them it's edible anyway. Mushrooms.
The whole way I say, just like Mom used to make.
Different molds and slimes. There's a couple times that. What is your passive perceptions?
I think mine is mine's 17.
16.
Okay.
Why is mine higher
18.
than yours?
Okay.
You're one higher than me on one of your stats.
So there's several times where you guys actually stop anyone or skirt problems. For instance, there was definitely at least one time where you had to double back to stop these guys from walking across Shatterstone, which is it just looks like the surrounding stone except for it's brittle, and when you tap it, it breaks away, and you can see there's like chasms beneath.
Ooh.
Every time we take
Okay.
a rest or a stop for the evening, I'm jotting down
Also, I don't know how you have any.
my observations, and
There's definitely areas where you encounter luminescent funguses that kind of glow lightly. It's not really enough to see by, but you
Your
can
wisdom
see
is
it
plus
from
2.
far off.
And your proficiency bonus is
But it
plus
doesn't
4, so
provide
it
enough
should be
light to
6.
actually.
traverse.
I don't know where
Yes.
you would.
And then we're level 10.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. What level we are.
You told me to put everything with a dot up 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
I don't know what it was before, but your perception is just your wisdom stat plus your proficiency modifier if you're trained in it, right?
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
Passive is, but your normal
Yeah.
perception.
Your normal is, yeah.
Right. So it should be our proficiency is 4 and our wisdom's 2, so it should be 6.
Mm-hmm.
And she has an 8 written down. I don't know if there's some way she could have got her
She
stat
has
again,
expertise in
She
it.
has her expertise.
but that would be
in it.
4 more then.
I don't think I have expertise in it. I don't know how I
What
did
is
Also,
it.
I don't know how you can get
You're a
it.
rogue, right?
She's a
Yeah.
rogue.
So what is your expertise?
You have 2 skills. You should have expertise in it. You
Oh,
gained
maybe
an
it was
extra
that.
one, so you have 3.
I don't know. Then it should be 20.
In just one?
Yeah, because then it would be your wisdom plus your proficiency bonus twice.
Yeah.
So
But
that'd
my
be 4,
stealth
4.
is 12. I think I probably put it in that. I don't know. I don't know how to reverse engineer this shit.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We got expertise in stealth from something that we did.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so you should have 2 other ones. So if you didn't pick them, just pick them.
I don't know. I'm fine. This is fine.
What is your watch orders?
Well,
We suggest that you let us take. We'll each take a watch. We'll split it in 2, and I'll take first, and she'll take second. And you guys can all sleep.
I only need 4 hours of sleep.
Are you gonna stab them all with those quills?
I can take any watch that somebody wants.
I'll take the very last watch because this way I can get up early,
Yeah, there's 3 watches,
have my
right?
tea,
That's fine.
read over something a little bit.
Hey,
Okay.
Todd, you gotta pay attention to this. This is a game you want to make.
I
Right?
know. I was thinking the same thing.
So,
Are the walls caving in on us? Closing in on us?
they're closing in ways.
We weren't able to find some place that had like a little alcove to.
Well, yeah, it is because it's wider here.
We can all sit in the.
Yeah, it was
tiny
15
hut.
feet. Oh yeah, let's all go sit in the hut.
How long is your
8
hut last?
hours.
8 hours.
So we could absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Can we come in and out?
No.
Oh.
You can't go in and out of it?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't.
That's
Been
fine,
like
we
2
don't-
months since I looked it up.
I
though.
think other people can. You can't.
We don't have to set a watch then if we're inside that. Right?
No, you wouldn't need to.
Yeah, then we don't have to come in
I
there.
totally ruined whatever Dave's plan.
I actually.
All the monster encounters will just be stacked up all one.
They're all just growling
There's
outside
like
waiting on
there's
you.
like 50 monsters outside.
Yo, if we hit them one at a time, that'd be pretty bad also. It'd be like, oh, I was crushing the first 3 of them. Now I'm like running
There's
low
50
on
of them.
resources.
At
At least if they all show up at once, you can fireball them all.
3 hours?
8 hours.
8 hours.
The spell ends if you leave its area. So the caster has to.
Stay in there.
But both Todd and I have the spell, so.
Do you want to make it 16?
You should probably open one inside of the other just to be on the safe side.
That makes perfect sense.
And put
Isn't that
it,
like turning a bag of
Problem-
and put
holding
it
inside
on
out or
Tensor's
something?
floating desk.
The problem, really, is there are 7 of us, 6 of us, and animals.
Yeah.
The hut can only hold 9.
If we have 2 of them, we'll just do 2 of them.
Okay. So
I mean,
we-
also, we could just hide outside. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, so we can watch them being torn apart from our bubble. Strode off into the woods.
Is it a
That
ritual
sucks,
spell?
but I don't want to waste the
Yeah.
spell.
That's the only reason I have it.
Yeah, let's just split into two.
The atmosphere.
Oh yeah, you're not a ritual caster, but he's a ritual caster, so he can read it out of the book, right?
Yeah.
The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside.
Oh, that's nice.
No matter how dank you are.
Until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit, or dark. The dome is opaque, but from the outside, any color you choose, but it is transparent from the inside.
Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Please.
404, T not found.
So,
So Dave has to throw the encounter when we're awake and not.
Yes.
no, that's just for the whole time. I want to know the details. But
Oh, look, lovely.
so you guys,
But is sleeping on top of her hut, waiting for it to collapse. This is bad.
This is fine.
Why is it on a thing?
so
Oh my god, it's being drug.
basically,
It's a
out of the
chariot.
side of the cave, these two enormous armored creatures explode from the wall. Except for it doesn't disturb the wall at all. The wall almost ripples like water as they come leaping forth. They look like this horrendous combination of shark and armadillo. Sharkmadillo, with plates all along its body, especially around its head, its gaping maw, sharp claws come in rending. It's got a fin along its back. There's
Quick,
make a
flee
fin.
before Bloodfang tries to turn you into armor.
You make a great
that
cod
already.
piece.
What?
I completed that already.
And
That doesn't mean you're not going to start another one.
being pulled from the wall behind it is a stone chariot, and riding that stone chariot is it looks like a giant, enormous bipedal beetle with 4 crazy glowing eyes. So
Can I
we
make a Ben Hur pun with Beetle?
Beetle her.
we won't stop
Dental
you.
Hur.
We will not stop you.
But wait, what kind of juice
I would
does it?
say after that, no, you cannot make it.
What is this? What is this? Wait, what is this? Kafka?
No, I'm
her?
just objectively, I don't think it can.
So
What is this?
Nicole, if it's a beetle, what kind of juice does it make?
Nice.
I guess it's you 3
Never mind.
that need to
That's
make
Oh,
strength
that
or
was pretty.
dexterity.
Oh, I get it. That was
I'm going to
pretty bad.
choose Dex because it's twice as good out of 2.
Are we sitting inside our opaque bubbles?
Oh!
Would you roll 20?
I rolled a 17.
Oh.
No, it's when you guys are marching.
What are we rolling?
Dex.
Oh,
Dex
you
or
guys are
strength.
way. Oh shit! You guys.
There's a sign there says giant Umber Hulk bullet crossing.
No.
Did you guys see it?
Hey, there's nothing that says anything about Umber Hulk. That's a humanoid beetle.
I like that Dave was like, "How are you guys gonna sleep?" Oh,
Isn't
okay,
that
this
what Umber
happens
Hulks look
before you
like?
go to sleep.
Isn't that what Umber Hulks look like?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's an Umber Hulk.
Alright, I have a
That's
3
damage,
on
right?
that. I'll be taking damage.
The actual miniature.
Yeah.
No, you're all right.
And those are bullets, right? Miniatures.
So I have a 19 on my save. I hope that's enough.
Nope.
Yeah, you'll take half damage.
And clearly, from all of my rogue levels, I have
The evasion?
evasion. Right.
You have uncanny evasion.
Oh, you know, who's actually in the... Rellion's in the middle. You actually have to make
Uncanny
2
dodge.
saving throws.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Thanks.
That's great.
You can do it. Come on. I have
believe
faith
in
in
you.
you.
God, I used your.
Aw.
9.
Bonus action. Inspiration for you.
Yeah. So I have a 21.
First, since he's our
Okay, so you
melee
make your
guy,
save.
give him all the chances to do damage. My god, my one weakness.
That's my only gun.
Here, I was hoping this was going to be a role-playing encounter.
So,
What?
That's adorable.
What?
so Ryan and Alan, Bloodfang, and Falcor, you take 22 points of damage. If you made the saving throw of 16, you take half. If you did not, you were prone.
Oh no.
So
What did you roll, dude?
I rolled a 2.
I passed one,
Oh.
failed the other.
Okay,
so
so-
I'm prone.
22, you're prone, and you took, so that 22 is 11. And here is the one you did not make.
You're not unconscious, just knocked down, right?
Just knocked down.
Just check.
28.
You couldn't have rolled less.
I could have tried.
So 28,
So
11 is
39.
39.
Jesus.
That's more than half my hit points. And the battle just started.
I'm there too, with the hit points. Half my hit points being done.
You only
And-
have 44 hit points?
51. Well, so it's close to half my hit points.
So, with that, they just go straight through the wall, like they dive into it, like it's a wading pool, and keep going. They're dragging that chariot behind them, and you actually get a really good view. It's a really ornate chariot. All along the bottom of it looks like ram horns, very stylishly done. Leading from the chariot are like these yellow streams of energy that are looped around the heads of the land sharks. One hand of that beetle creature is holding on to those, and the chariot is coming right at Falcor.
At me.
Do I get to make an attack of
Oh
opportunity?
no, not Falcor. I'm sorry,
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Relian.
Do I get to make an attack of opportunity against anything?
You know what? Yeah, you can make an attack of opportunity against the
Wait for the rest of the parade.
one land shark by you.
They might just be passing through. Like, we just might have been in the wrong place.
That's just the first part of the parade. There's like an hour
Wrong
and a half
place,
behind it.
wrong place at the wrong time. I
So
think
I'm-
it might be.
We didn't pay attention to the traffic
I'm going
lights.
to ignite
didn't. We were
flame
watching
reach.
traffic.
We went on red.
We didn't look both ways. We
It's
don't
already
There's
ignited.
a whole Mike and Id float coming next.
Well, just in case it wasn't like we were like we had just started.
Good one, Todd.
This has like been through your marching, so
So I'm gonna aim for one of its legs, where it looks less armored.
Natural 20?
Yes.
I think you need a new land shark.
might.
And his
Does
sword
a,
was previously lit.
22 hit you?
Yeah.
Just checking. Right left.
Because there's not an easy way to get a 22 armor class.
You mean there's almost no way to increase your armor class?
I've got a 19. That's actually really good. But
So you
Which
take
is sad.
14 points of damage as you get run over.
Jesus, dude.
Alright, roll that one.
14, that's nothing.
Yeah, but he already took
I thought he-
39. That's 53 down.
Doesn't negate my statement of 14, that's almost nothing.
It's
Maybe
true,
to
it's
you.
True, it's true. It's true. I'll take it, Anthony. I'll take it.
I've got 21 left. And I have not had an action.
Convulsing isn't it?
That's how you get party member.
I want to
That's how you
get,
parties
when he
down.
goes
Don't let
through,
them
I'm going
act.
to memorize his license plate so we can file a claim. A lawsuit. Hit and
How's my
run.
driving?
How's my driving? Call 1-800 fuck
41.
you.
Okay. And you can take a second attack because you did crit.
1-800 up yours.
24 versus AC.
What?
Brilliant got ran over by a land shark.
Walk into the Duergars Christmas Eve.
You can say,
and one of the
say
things
there's
you
no
got a
such
really
thing
good
as
view
upper
of-
hawk.
The chariot is almost like leaving a wake behind it as it goes, but as the ground and soil and rock, it just falls right back in place as if it was never disturbed.
22 on the second.
Also, it does damage to you, Brilliant.
Total of 63 damage.
21, in fact.
It's really sharp dirt, okay?
I was aiming for one of its legs.
Okay. So
How much was the total
61.
on the crit? Nice.
All right. So
Well,
turn
41 on the crit, 63 total.
turn Bloodfang around.
Aye.
I
Okay.
crush him under it.
They all go through to the other side, and basically everyone in this line can give me a charisma saving throw.
Does anybody even have charisma?
What's a charisma?
Does
I'm
that
only a
include
bard.
us or way
I'm
too
only a
far?
Oh, we're
bard.
too
What do
far.
you mean?
You
I'm
guys
proficient in charisma.
Did you say visiting charisma?
I'm proficient in charisma.
Oh.
17.
Like, I have visiting charisma.
You can add that back. 26.
You're good. 14 on the die. You're good. 17.
24.
You're all good. As it goes through, you see the 4 eyes on this bipedal beetle-like creature. They're kind of like glowing and spinning, and it makes you feel really
bibeetle?
weird to look at it.
All praise Hypnotoad.
He's got 4 googly eyes just spinning
Alright, can you just move them all through the wall?
Okay, all through the wall. Yep, and another 21 points of damage.
We turn around and we don't see anything, and we just see you guys all fucked up. We're like, what happened?
Yeah.
Bloodfang's got blood all over him.
None of his own.
You've got blood all over yourself, all of it your own. Ryan, did you get hit at all?
Todd, you didn't even get hit.
No, that's the first for me.
Yeah, you weren't even in range. Why were you not over?
I can't take 1 round of action because I'm so surprised I'm not dead.
Able to use my reaction to swing my shield at that thing's leg for running me over.
Yeah, actually, you both can. I mean, with disadvantage because you're on the ground.
Todd
If you want to make a weapon attack.
Todd
Go for it.
just wanted to be like everybody else, so he just
That's
laid
a
down on the ground.
20 to hit.
Like this. I just assumed I got hit.
Todd's like, me too.
Who are you swinging at?
The boy.
I was too
run
hurt
me
to
over.
help.
Ow.
Okay. That hits.
So, my staff's magical, but it doesn't
2
have
damage.
any numerical pluses?
No.
It's magical, but it weighs like 100
Did you say
pounds
2?
because it's
2.
made out of stone. Did you do 2 damage?
2.
Are stabs weapons in this?
Yeah, there's a staff.
Oh my god. My arm's sore because I made 240 buttons yesterday. With the button. With the button press.
Press it.
Yeah.
I canoed 5 miles today.
You canoed
Canoe,
5
canoe?
miles.
So there's one lady that I'm fairly certain has a couple of fucked up legs.
Yeah, we
right
went
now.
canoeing this morning.
Yeah, it's a little. It
said he
was
used
looking
me
pretty
canoe.
battered as it went through. Much like Relian.
So,
Really, you okay over there?
do we get the sense that this is coming back? I'm going to listen and be
Throw a
You
bunch
have
of
no
buttons
idea.
I
inside.
walk
Did
over
it,
and
did it
help.
make any noise coming out of the wall?
So that happened.
It was pretty silent.
Alright, well,
Until they actually breached the wall, then you could hear them kind of like trampling the ground, and then they dove right back in.
So I'm gonna
Alright,
go over and
well-
help the 2 of them up. Really.
Whoa, we can just get up.
yeah.
Heels, buddy.
So
I
give me
absolutely-
initiative.
Yeah,
What?
I'm going to be away. Basically, I'm readying my action to cast a spell when they reemerge.
Okay.
Are they turning around?
I don't know.
Might be.
Shit.
It seems odd that if they were just passing through, they happen to run right over all of us.
I just thought it was an
I'm fairly
accident.
certain if they were just
Told you
passing
it was a sign.
through,
It said
I
crossing
effectively
here.
screwed that over.
What are your initiatives?
21,
18?
I have an 18.
13.
6.
22.
You should be plus
Alright.
5 in.
Yeah. 14.
Okay, so
Is it next round, or do we have an action this round? I don't know.
it is now. Okay, so that was surprise. Now it is the round. 22 can go.
Todd was 21, I think.
No, it's right.
Oh, you were
No,
22?
he's right. You called it. I'm gonna do cure wounds on you.
Okay.
And get over.
Is that a touch?
Yeah.
Alright, so how
have
are
to
you
move
going to
to
do this?
He's got to move to me.
Yeah. Because you're the worse off.
I have a feeling it's going to matter.
Yeah. But then it's like I cure you,
We're
then we get
still
run
on
over
the
again.
ground.
I understand.
We haven't
Pat,
acted, so
So
we're
move on to the
still-
next one. I'll roll his thing while we're doing that.
So the next highest was 18, or what did you have?
Me and Nicole tied.
I'm plus 5.
And you both had 18.
Yeah. She's plus 5, I'm plus 2, so she would go before me.
Aunt, what do you want to do?
Okay, well, it's
How high is the ceiling?
before anything like that
15
can
feet?
happen.
It should be 15 feet, right? Or did it get higher here?
It's still 15 feet.
15? Okay.
But before you guys can actually go, these guys breach through the ground again,
Shit!
and right up to basically up to Bloodfang. They're going.
From behind?
Yes. So. Yeah. So basically, put them on either side of Bloodfang.
Holy crap!
I'm down.
All right.
Blood,
So,
blood thing starts laughing out of reflex.
Which one is the more hurt one?
the one on the left, my left.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna shoot that one.
All right, so how much do you...
16.
16?
Are they gonna attack?
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they're attacking.
Okay.
So they don't. Do they trample again? Are we making saving throws, or is this actual attacks first?
All right, so Bloodfang is going to have to make a 2 saving throws,
I can't get my sneak attack because they're acting first, right?
and then
You have to. Do
Well,
that. You, have
you
to
can
be sneaking up on things.
You
Right.
can still get a sneak attack because it will have you have an ally within 5 feet of it.
No, she won't get her surprise first
I have
round
something
crit.
called
Yeah,
assassinate.
yes. You won't get assassinate, but you can sneak.
Strength saves,
Can I see that? D4?
yes.
25 and 19.
Okay,
geez,
so
sorry.
you pass
I have a
both
whole
of those.
set
You will
of
not be
those if
knocked
you want to see
prone.
them.
No, I just wanted to look at the color pattern. I like it.
And you're going to take
I
half
have that one, and I
damage.
have a set of these also.
Green, purple.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like the purple ones.
It's a lot of dice.
A lot of 6s.
Yeah. Didn't you say you wanted, you thought the way Dave said something, he was ending the campaign? Here's where it ends.
The King of Pain.
The ending
No,
of the campaign.
here's where the campaign ends.
The King of
54.
Pain?
This would
Yeah,
be-
take half.
This would be one of the more unique creatures to kill the party. Like
pair-
encounters to
A pair of belays.
Guiding a belay,
Still alive.
chariot,
And then
drive-by attack.
I thought it was just my Glecko.
the 3 of you, the chariot comes straight for you guys. So Falcor horribly misses, and actually bounces over you somehow.
I was hoping you were going
I'm
to say
beginning to
that.
think this is
There's
on
some
purpose.
chaos
Ted.
shield.
Yeah. Okay, so Ted, you get slammed again,
One more time, I'm gonna think this is on purpose.
and
Yeah, I think I still think this is an accident. I don't think that they really mean to hit us. Guys, I
16
think they
misses
just
you, correct?
lost. And you need
16
directions.
is exactly.
They made a
right.
wrong turn.
You know.
They made a wrong turn in
Is that the
Albuquerque.
16 is dead on.
oh, so that hits.
Yeah,
So you take 6
What's your
points,
AC?
16.
What?
and you take 20 as the chariot slams into
What?
Get wrecked.
into
what's
both of you.
That's pretty much the deal.
And Todd, Relian, and Bloodfang can all make charisma saving throws, unless you choose to avert your eyes.
Or close them.
27.
You feel that weird feeling again, but you ignore it.
7.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't
that
I
7
divert
total?
my eyes?
Wait,
I have
If you
zero
divert your
charisma.
eyes,
wait,
you're
I'm
supposed to be blind for
gonna
that.
bend luck
Ah, okay.
because a him doing whatever he wants. 7
You
total.
can use your inspiration.
Yes, I have a
roll.
0 charisma modifier.
All right.
I don't know what the odds. I don't know if this is worth it.
That's even worse.
What'd you all say then?
Do you want another go?
Oh,
Nah, I don't
we
think
can
you- I
use
don't
on
think
other
you do it
people.
more
Yeah,
than
yeah.
once,
Just,
can you?
yeah
Huh?
spend, your,
Once per turn.
Yeah,
spend your inspiration.
I
Yeah,
think you guys said it last time.
Okay.
because 7 is cutting it close for me, even with bend luck. You can roll it in here.
Is this a charm thing?
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
get-
bend
Yeah, 'cause
luck
I'm
on you
half
then.
elf, so you resist.
Nope.
I don't know. Resistant
What'd you
means
roll,
that-
I
Ray?
rolled a 1 to add to his thing.
Oh, man.
It's half damage.
Doesn't
right?
something happen
Are
when
you
you roll one?
immune? Or,
No,
No,
I
no,
think it's
no,
resistant
no.
to sleeping charge.
I thought it was on
versus-
everything.
No,
Versus
no,
fans and
everything.
fans.
Some things.
Let me look it up.
I wish it was on everything. That would be.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Hey, Dave.
There you go.
We were hiding as we were traveling. Are we still hidden?
yeah.
Why do you ask that question?
Your die is broken.
It's because I want to have
Well, I rolled
sneak
2 20s
attack
and
and
19
advantage
now.
Oh, okay.
on the
Well,
not me sneak
Doesn't
attack,
help
but-
you now.
If you're hidden, then your assassinate would work because they're not aware of you. So you would get.
I
a
thought that was
surprise
only
on
during
Yeah,
the
yeah,
surprise
well, no, as long
Assassinate
They've
says
still
have
acted, though.
advantage on anyone who hasn't taken a turn.
Oh,
Advantage
Any
on
hit
saving
on a
throws.
surprise.
Okay, so you
enemy
would
is a
actually roll
crit.
twice.
Okay.
So you guys were both close.
Yeah, they'd have to be surprised.
I'll take it.
And now, why you couldn't surprise somebody
Who doesn't know what
in
you are?
combat is
I want you to
weird,
my
but
downloadable.
Okay,
It-
is that a
it's-
reroll or what is that?
they're not bouncing
no,
around
saving
when they're not in
advantage on
combat.
saving
I
throws.
get the rationale, but I still feel like
If you
somebody
just roll it in here, it's not gonna
attacking
do
from
anything.
outside the
In fact,
realms of
this
your
is
knowledge of what's
exactly
going on
what it
should
was
be like
meant to do.
Are
surprise.
you sure?
Except for your dice.
Now roll a die 8.
Yeah, let's see this. This is gonna be cute.
That's a really nice image.
Murder everyone near you.
I like it, but it doesn't really match other stuff on the book.
Yeah.
Weird.
Nah, so you can act normally, you stand there, or you wander off.
Murder.
So I'd like to have that. Like.
There's also you
There is
attack
an
on your
attack
thing.
roll.
You attack on your thing. I mean, right now it's below, which is good.
There it is. Bye.
All right, so 5.
5 alive.
5, you murder Ted.
Ted takes 21 points of damage. Oh no, you got 6. You got healed for 6.
So
then
roll,
took 6.
roll a die 8 again.
I took 6.
5 and above forward, and 4 and below back. So,
3.
3. Okay, so you basically move directly towards the Umberhawk.
Oh, forward?
Back.
Back.
So why did you say towards the Umberhawk?
Yeah, it's back.
Umberhawk's
Back.
there.
Yeah, back the way you guys came.
He's Ryan's
Right?
facing.
You
or,
understood, right?
Yeah, but he's facing us is the only problem. That's why Ted got confused.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna assume that's why Ted got confused.
So he moves his maximum movement.
Which is 6.
This is a neat picture.
6. Yeah.
He can only move 5, and there's objects in his way.
He walks over them.
He goes into the chariot.
So, well, I guess that's true.
To be fair, I have plans on going up there and introducing it to my sword anyway.
But anyway, as you move past the bullets, they each take a bite at you. And one of them will definitely hit. And the other one probably not so much.
I have a 19 now for my armor class.
Okay, so one is a natural 20, so...
This is going to go bad.
Like I said.
Yeah, when we get actually turns to act, with this I can swing some stuff. I have a plan for those bullets.
Do you?
Don't you dare hurt my bullets.
Belay that plan.
Look, I'm already fairly certain.
You should
I've
turn them into
broken-
T-Rexes.
Yeah, let's see him go through walls.
That'll make them even better.
Oh wait.
Oh my god.
Turn them into T-Rex.
That won't be bad at all, right?
Nah.
Then they can like tug of war with Bloodfang.
Well, you know, maybe they'll just start attacking each other.
I've seen fucking Jurassic Park: Lost World. I know how that shit goes.
I've seen those movies.
Yeah.
I know how it happens.
How it goes down.
Oh, plus I didn't roll very well.
Scusi, eat your broke body.
Oh, maybe not that well, but it's still a lot of damage.
Sopranos.
55.
Yeah, that's enough to drop me.
What? You're down already?
Was that 49?
Oh!
How are you so
Bloodfang's
less
down.
tanky than normal? What's going on here?
He's been hit a lot.
A lot.
Didn't he get hit once?
How
I got hit when they came out for 11.
close are you
Then I
to
got
being dead?
both of. Then I got.
I think Ted has
I
31
got half
points.
damage when they first came out. Then I got half damage again times 2, so I got half damage 3 times. And as far as my HP goes, I only take the average. So unlike Anthony, who's been rolling for it all this time, I've been taking the average, which is like 9 points every level.
No, it should be 6 plus your con.
My con is 3.
Right.
Nine.
Yeah.
So, with that, they die.
Stay nerdy. End of this shit.
I will say that the toughness feat looks awesome once we're at around this level.
Yeah.
Just being able to just be like
20
10,
hit points.
10 more hit points. Screw this.
So, with that, the chariot slams into Bloodfang as they dive back into the ground. So that's a crit and 2 failed death saves. And what's everyone doing now?
Is everything's
Mass
gone
cure
now?
wounds.
All the monsters are gone now?
For now.
Yeah, they
Until the
dive
next
back into
pass.
the ground.
Until
So
the next
they
pass.
so they do all of that in one motion on their turn,
Yeah.
so they're not around to fight when it's our turn.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing he does.
What's that?
No. If I do cure wounds, I go first before they show up.
Was the
I
first
have
round a
not acted
surprise
yet.
round?
The first,
Oh.
yeah, the first one was surprise. Now we're actually in the round. They went before you guys,
Except me, right?
except for you.
Right.
And now
So that could be
resumes the
important.
order.
That, in fact, I go before them, you go after them.
Yeah, so if I do it now and you do it,
Yeah.
that's 6 die 8 plus.
Before they show up, but I don't know if everybody's down that much.
I'm hurt a bit.
I'm hurt. He's down completely.
Yeah.
I'm
Teleport.
down 43, and I haven't been able to go and squat to them.
Okay.
I don't know how much you
So,
are.
so let's just go in order real quick. So,
Okay.
so we know you've gone.
I've gone.
Nicola's up. Well, it's your turn. You're actually up now because you and Nicola are tied.
Yeah.
So
Don't roll a 1.
who has the high? Who has the higher? Well, she's even too far away to even help you.
Yeah. Nicole has the 5 on the initiative value, so Nicole does go before my turn.
Yeah, I'm too far to do anything yet.
But you're too far to do anything. Now, for your turn, one of the things you could do is you could hold your action until they come back,
Yeah, I'll do that.
and you are hidden. So
Is this like 3-5 readying where you just get to do 1 attack? You don't get.
no.
the full
You'll
round?
get whatever action you declare. you're waiting
Your
for.
action part of your initiative is ready. So if you're saying ready action attack, you get all those attacks.
You get your full string of attacks.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna ready for them to reappear.
Okay.
As well.
Specifically, the damaged one.
Okay. So
It's not
all
your
right. So
turn.
you're done, Nicole.
Wow.
And now.
So we're still at the tail end, the ass end of round 1 post surprise.
No, we're
round
in
one,
the
right?
beginning of round
no.
1.
Beginning.
No, but we're toward the beginning, yeah, because Todd acted.
Todd
Technically, it
went
wasn't.
first,
This is
then
the first full round.
Yeah, I'm,
Then
I'm
all
taking
of
it in
them.
order.
Okay, so
And I'm doing it for a specific reason. So now you're up. What?
he's got to make a death save.
Yes.
11.
11. So, you're not there.
He's got two fails, 1 pass.
Yes. All right. You're good. Okay. So that was the 18s.
Yes.
Was the 14 the next time?
I'm a 13.
Yeah. So Anthony.
Anthony, weren't you 16? Or no, you were 14.
I was 14. I'm ready.
I don't remember anybody's
Thanks. When they
numbers. I don't know.
I'm readying with a spell. As soon as I see the friggin' land sharks emerge, I'm going to cast. But I will be standing up and ready. So I'm
Okay.
just looking all around, and Bruce Lee, sort of when he's in that room of mirror style, just looking everywhere.
All right. Ted.
Mass cure wounds.
Mass Kia.
Yeah.
So
Kia.
15 hit points to all of us.
Okay.
What? You didn't wait for us to get some healing?
You don't need anything.
So you're now up at 15 hit points, and you're no longer charmed, and you're actually immune for 24 hours now.
Nice.
You also can erase your failed death saves and your pass.
Yeah, they don't count.
Got it.
They get wiped?
They get wiped when you are up on your feet.
Wow.
And did you stand up, Brilliant?
I thought they lasted until
Are you
took
staying
a
where you're
second
at?
rest.
Are you moving? What are you doing?
Nowhere is safe. So, I
Get in the hut. Get in the hut.
it takes a minute to make the hut.
Yeah.
Count for a minute.
Does it count? Wait, it takes a minute to do it as a ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes a minute to do a period, yeah.
It takes you a minute to do it all.
Spell it itself, yeah. It takes him probably longer because he's
I'll
doing
get over to here so that there's.
Spread
No,
it.
I can't. I have to be within. What's the?
Well, you can cast and then move.
If I cast haste, it'll
No,
take you
no,
30
I-
seconds.
How long does it take you to
I need
cast
to be within
these?
30. I need to be within 30 foot of him.
Oh,
So I need to be here
why do you have
It
to
takes
be
2
with-
hours to
because
cast
he's doing the
haste.
same thing I just did.
Oh, okay. I
Oh, what's
understand.
funny is
defeats
this
the
fight has
purpose.
really only taken like 30
Massacre
seconds
wounds.
or 24
All
seconds.
right, and now we're back. Okay, round 2, top of the order. Todd is up.
How low is everybody?
I'm only down 7, but
Is it
they're
worth-
both messed up.
I'm down 28. He's only at 15.
All right, well, now.
Also, you should be spreading out if it wasn't clear.
So is that a mass? Is that a spell you can cast at a higher level?
Let's see here. Kind of have on there.
You can, but we can't cast it higher.
Because it's fifth level.
It's a fifth level spell.
I don't know.
It's 3d8, right?
3d8 plus your mod.
Okay. Only got 2d8. So
What? Just put it in here.
I don't like
Everybody's blatantly not using rolling.
Everybody's like,
Dodging them.
8. 9
oh,
plus 4.
13.
13.
All right, yeah, I'm at full.
Got it.
Now get them out of there. Jeez.
Okay, so basically just spin them around, and they're basically, you guys see them reach out of the ground, ass end, is what you're basically looking at. Belay assholes.
Are you for real?
They're heading back towards the party.
assholes is
the
right.
worst.
Why is that
Why?
the worst?
Because the one thing I was gonna do depended on them not going that direction at the very least. I'll try.
Ready
So-
to actions?
Ready action starting with Nicole.
I'm gonna attack the hurt one.
Okay. Roll with
whoa.
advantage.
Oh. I rolled 2 14s, so that was perfect. 25.
Hits.
Anthony, what are all the dice that I get?
3 dice 6.
And then, is that it?
Then your crossbow.
What's 3d6 from?
Her sneak attack.
Oh,
Sneak attack is 2d6.
Yeah, it's 2.
You're 5th level now, aren't you?
Yeah. Do I get another one? What? How do I even?
It doesn't say that on the 5th level.
Yeah, on their 5th level, 3d6. I thought I looked it up.
I mean, I'm gonna trust you. You looking it up?
And then whatever your crossbow, die 8, whatever your crossbow damage.
D6.
So, and then if I use a poisoned arrow, does it matter? Are these guys immune?
You'd have to use your bonus action.
Oh, that's right. I didn't use my bonus action yet. Okay.
Which you should do.
Okay, I'll
You
use
could-
my
yeah,
bonus
you could
action.
either
for that.
use it to poison, you can use it to
I'll
do
use
hunter's
it.
mark.
I'll use it to poison. Whoa. Because that's another 2d10.
Oh, I see.
It's a DC 15. I roll that
It's not
separately.
in the
right?
abilities. It's on the. It's got different.
Yeah.
Yes, your 3d6 sneak attack.
I roll this separately, right?
You can roll it all together because they're the only d10s, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but you're gonna give him that number separate.
I'm gonna
Because
I'll
when
give
he
you that,
save, he
okay.
takes half of it.
How are you doing now?
28.
That's all you got left?
To be fair, it was a crit that took me out.
Yeah, you got bit with a crit.
21 damage, and then the poison is another 9.
Who are you attacking, by the way?
The hurt one.
The one that's now on the.
I almost rolled a d12 for the save. So, I believe
DC's 15.
yeah, it saves, so it's only going to take
4 damage.
And what was the other number?
21. So plus 4, so it's 25 damage.
That thing is on its last leg, but it is still up.
And then do I get? I use my bonus action.
Oh, you get more than one attack, too.
I get a second attack, right?
Yes.
But I don't get the sneak attack.
Correct.
Okay. I got a 23.
I should have readied my action for after she made her first attack, so that I could have made it
Oh yeah.
grant disadvantage
Does it
or
make
grant
the
her
DC?
advantage. So her
that?
Poison?
second attack could have got sneak attack also.
It actually doesn't matter.
You only get one sneak attack per
Oh, it
round.
doesn't matter.
Oh,
Yeah.
per round.
Per round.
It's 10. It's just 10 before the poison,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
and then the poison, even if it made it, would be 7.
And just as you fire, it lifts its tail, and you go right up the rectum with your crossbow bolt. And Rallian almost craps himself as a crossbow bolt lands in front of him.
What lands in front of me?
A crossbow bolt just shot out of the bully's mouth.
Oh my.
Covered in crap.
I killed it. In case you're
Which one?
wondering. The hurt one.
Now he's gonna steer off to the right.
And then with that,
He's gonna make a steering check now.
that energy tendril that was around it just kind of dissipates and snaps, and the chariot just kind of eases back to the right behind the bully that is left.
What did you prepare what was your ready to action?
To attack him.
When it appeared?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead now.
I'm gonna.
Oh, well, why were you saying that your ready to action should be when I attack?
To do extra stuff.
I was saying that if I had readied my attack for after your first attack, but before your second attack, and then I used my attack that made it grant advantage.
Oh,
So you could have got sneak attack, then sneak attack again, but they said you can only get sneak attack once a
only
turn.
once per round. So.
That's still pretty smart, though.
But it would be hilarious if you could be like, just stagger your attacks. No, my plan was I thought they would either go sideways or be coming towards us, and I was going to use my fighter ability to push them
Push him back.
30 feet or
Way
50 feet
back.
to knock him off of the chariot. But now he's coming away from me. If I push him, I just push him in front of himself. So he just jump back on the
They're gonna
chariot.
run over by the chariot.
That's funny.
So I guess I'll just shoot at the driver. I have advantage for this first attack, right?
You do.
But he has not been wounded yet.
No,
Okay, so I don't get that. I'm gonna use.
He's
only emotionally
Emotionally.
now because you guys killed
Kills one of his pets.
his.
So I'm gonna use a bonus action to activate Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shoot arrows at him. Should I use a special arrow? Are we literally that close to him?
Yeah, you guys are pretty close to it. Yeah, and you also realize you're really fortunate because you're behind the chariot. Otherwise, you would have a lot of protection from the size of the chariot.
When I readied an action, could I have taken my move or readying action? Drop,
Yeah, I think
drop
you're
your
gonna have to
move?
do everything together.
Okay. So, but since I readied to attack, I don't get to move now.
Well,
You get your
no,
action now.
you can just take your action.
Your
as
full
long
turn?
as long as attacking is a part of it, yeah, you can take
Okay.
a full turn.
Then I would creep away because I don't want us to be in the same like hit box here. So I'm gonna creep away to like over here.
Oh yeah, can I hide at the end of my
You should have moved also, by the way. You should have moved and re-hid.
Okay, can I do that? I'm sorry.
You don't have the actions left because you used your bonus action.
Oh, I did use my
Otherwise, you could have used your bonus action to do that.
bonus. I did.
You could still move.
And a
You
bonus.
could still move though.
Yeah, you can move.
Move me, please, sir.
Well, you don't actually have to use your movement either. You can use,
The spider's
Spider
movement.
move. Spider.
which means you
I
can
thought
move-
your movement directed their movement when you're riding something. Was that not the case in this edition?
Well,
Like you couldn't have your mount move its full distance, then jump off and move your full distance.
you could do that.
You expend some movement getting off.
So it's like
Yeah.
fucking quantum jump.
So, where do you want to be? Are you on the floor, the wall, the ceiling?
I can be on the ceiling. That way, if it
Okay.
comes up, it won't hit me.
So I would have jumped back there, and then I'm gonna shoot him with a blue bolt because let's find out what it does.
All right.
I need to know. And if it does something different every time, that'll be hilarious also.
Enlarge
Half the
spell.
battle.
Oh, hey, wait! Cunning action. Starting at second level, your quick thinking and agility allow you to move and act quickly. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. This action can be used only to take the dash, disengage, or hide
But
action.
you've already used your bonus action.
You used it to cast your spell. To get
I
100.
thought it said, okay.
Oh, you use it to get your poison arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of stuff gives you things to do with your bonus action, but they
Does-
only ever
does
give
it
you
say
one bonus
additional
action.
It says
Yeah.
you can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat.
Yeah.
That was your turn, yeah.
You only ever get one bonus action per round. Is
Oh.
how
Why
That-
does it say each of your turns?
it's
That
poorly
seems
worded.
really confusing.
It's silly.
I thought it meant I had 2 bonus
It
actions.
means you have infinite use of that ability,
Oh,
but
okay.
only once around. So 16, 28, I'm assuming that's going to hit.
We're
thought it
both
was
like,
additional.
yeah, that's right.
I was looking for the additional word in there. It wasn't that
So I don't know what the blue arrow does, but
big. Enlarge.
I hit him for 11, 16 damage.
One bolt makes you larger, and one bolt makes you small.
So, okay, so you hit him for
The bolt
16.
that mother gives you.
Now roll a die 6.
I'm also adding in a fighter's John on that.
That's Grundle.
Okay.
So it'll be the push attack, so it'll push him.
Doesn't he get a save or something on the
Dave
push?
said roll a d6, Anthony.
3.
3. So you also a thunder wave goes off when your arrow slams into the back of it as a 3rd level spell.
Alright, I don't know what that is.
Right in his butthole.
But you pick
Which
ahead.
also does a push effect.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know how far my push is. Let me see.
So he's
Maybe I
gotta
shouldn't
make-
have done push. Maybe I should have.
He's got to make 2 saving throws.
Push his head clean off.
Oh shit.
Anthony, what's your fighter thing?
Decapitation bolt.
It's the Battlemaster Fighter.
So that's a strength save.
So 6 die 8 points of damage in a 15-foot cube. So are you saying it's enough to be able to hit?
Yeah, that'll hit the bullet too.
So they both take another 6 die 8 points of damage.
6 to 8.
Wait, Thunderwave?
As a 5th level spell, he just said.
Third
Whoa.
level spell, wasn't it?
He
It's a
said
3rd level.
Third level.
Well,
3rd?
it's a 1st level spell, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a 3rd level spell.
Okay,
So
so then
3d8.
it's
3 to 8.
4 die 8.
48. Okay.
It's still pretty good.
And it's audible for 300 feet.
Yeah.
Wait, 48. Use the fucking tray.
Use the goddamn tray, you better.
48, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
22.
If they fail their save, they're pushed 10 feet away from you.
All right. So, what is the save on your push from your fighter?
I don't know. What's it go off of? Wisdom?
Dex or strength, I believe. So you're gonna want to do
12
Dex.
plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength or your dex. Oh, sweet. Wow, my saves are awesome. So it's going to be 12 plus 5, 17.
Okay, so it fails that, and it also fails the save versus the thunder wave.
So it's going to go 25 feet away from me.
So that,
Oh. That's not
Mine
the
pushes 15.
thunder
wave
wave
pushes
pushes 10 or
10.
15.
10.
Yeah.
So 25 feet forward.
Okay. All right. So the bullet makes its saving throw.
10, 20.
Well, the bullet only gets pushed 10.
Oh, look, right there.
Okay. So it gets slammed in the back of it. So what is your total for your damage? And did you roll your thunder wave damage?
I rolled my thunder wave. I thought I told you that.
22.
22. My damage was
16.
16? I thought it was 19. 16 for me.
Okay.
That was my first attack.
And then, oh yeah, that's your first attack.
Turn in my direction.
Another good face.
Second attack.
Give me before you do that. Well, you go ahead.
I'm keeping that roll as a 20.
Okay, keep that roll. Now,
Your next attack.
give me a percentile roll and tell me if
No,
I
this
don't
is
know.
there's no percentage in this edition. Don't tell me that. What is this for?
You'll find out in a minute.
This is
no
the random encounter
percentage.
table.
100%.
A 5. I got a 5 on a percentage roll because that's what happens when you make me
Okay.
roll that shitty die right there.
So as
What fantastical garbage happens to me now?
what happens is as the Umberhawk goes sailing past the belay, it snaps at it. It misses.
The belay snaps at the Umberhawk?
Yes.
These
They're
bullets
both
ain't
flying
loyal.
through the air.
These bullets aren't loyal.
No, the belay didn't move. It just took the damage.
Oh, it didn't take the push.
Is he still holding the energy leash so he can decapitate Relion as he goes through?
Clothesline.
Yes, now that you've spent $25 on a miniature, time to kill it.
Yo, if those energy leashes decapitated
No, you don't have to lose it, you
stuff,
just gotta
that's probably
take the head
the
off.
worst thing you could use as a leash.
Nearly headless Relian.
Nearly headless.
I like your idea that something that's used as a leash could decapitate things. Like
Energy
the
leash.
worst combination of things possible.
Am I out now? Alright, I'm gonna move up.
No, Anthony rolled a
Wait,
20. Hold
I got
on,
my
Anthony's
second
not
attack.
done.
No, yeah, sorry.
Anthony's got a 20.
I got a crit.
fresh,
Oh, yeah.
beautiful crit
I got a
sitting right
crit
there.
here, whatever.
Ryan's like, nah, fuck that. It's my turn.
Fuck this. See you guys.
This is gonna be a lot of dice, so.
So is this
One,
on
one,
the
one,
belay
one, one.
or on the...
No, I'm shooting at the main
Said
dude.
he's using the tray.
Fuck a duck. That's a high roll.
that's a good roll.
What is that? 12, 16 plus 8.
24.
24 plus 5. It's 29 plus. Not as high. 29, 39. 39.
40.
40. And then 45. 45 damage.
Okay, 45.
And he gets to make another save.
Okay, it's timing his head fall off.
I want to push him. I want to push him another 50 feet.
All right, so that is 16.
That is a failure. He needed 17.
Okay.
He's gonna go through Relion now.
I would assume he gets to go over Relion.
There you go.
That's how Ryan got hurt all those times.
Yeah, trampled.
He trampled
He
him.
got trampled by the chariot, not the dude.
No, both.
The dude doesn't.
He got trampled by both dudes, and then
No. Plus, this isn't him moving. This is him getting thrown through the air. He's not a spiked ball.
Oh, he didn't get. Yeah, he
No,
got
I'm gonna
trampled
land him
by-
right where exactly where. Well, I didn't think I'd get him that far, but right close to the meat cleaver over there, who just got healed.
No, he's gonna
I'm
be
just
sliding
teeing him
on
up.
his feet,
Brilliant
cartoon
ducks
like
just in time as Umberhawk goes over his head.
45 damage. Good job. High five.
Woo, woo.
Sneak Cleaver will activate in T minus 15 minutes.
And that's all attacks I get. I use my
Oh,
bonus.
is that all?
That's I
Is
use
that
my,
all?
That's all I got.
Is
Use
that
my
all you
bonus
got?
action.
Now,
Moving high.
80
now.
points of damage, I'm not impressed.
Yeah, what do you...
Oh, yawn.
wisdom saves.
Should have a
Here
third
and here.
attack if it wasn't for the multi-class bullshit.
Yeah, we got like 400 points of damage by that.
All right, so the Bully's wisdom saving throw is a 6
If I had got the third attack, that would mean I could do 4 attacks
and a
in
1.
round.
So they both fail.
They are both. I breathe out a cloud of wild, nebulous sort of aeration particles. They're kind of like rainbow colored. They both turn into slugs. Or not slugs, snails.
Okay, so you polymorphed them.
They should
They're-
pour salt on them.
Yeah, now, well, no, you can't kill them. You can't fucking kill them. You don't. They turn right back into whatever they were.
Wait,
So
don't they
now-
get healed?
What,
if
they
do
dead
that?
now?
No, they'll have the same hit points. But then I'm just going to take out a pouch and collect them. Put them both in the pouch, tie it off, put it gently off to the side. We walk away, we take the chariot. Done.
Wait, that doesn't only last so long, right?
An hour. They'll be slugs for another hour. We
Yeah, but
move-
this guy's gonna come back for revenge.
We'll be the fuck out of here. We don't give a shit. We're done.
Why don't you
should
turn
make-
one of them into a slug and feed to the other one?
Wait. They're gonna be gone for. We're good an hour.
The hour. We
How
need
long
an
does
hour
it take to
head
make
start.
Liam in Styling Hut?
1 minute.
A minute.
Or a rope trick or whatever?
10 minutes.
So you make yours, you put them in it, then he makes his inside yours, and then we leave the fuck out of here.
Well, it was usually we leave it, then he goes away.
Well, no kidding. I love beating him this way, but that dude's gonna come back, and he, mind you,
Yeah.
strikes me as some kind of king of some underworld realm or something, because not normal jokers run around with chariots pulled by belays.
We have a stone chariot.
Hold on, I don't
Especially
understand
not-
this though. You say if we kill them, then they turn back. Who do we care if they're dead?
No, they turn back to these. Right now,
If you
they
do
are
damage to
snails.
them? Right.
They are snails with 1 fucking hit point.
Right. If
We
you do the one
harm
hit point,
them.
they revert.
If
to
they
what
get
were
harmed,
that
they
turn.
get turned back.
They don't have the hit points of their regular characters.
You just turn one and feed it to the other one?
My term chariot might be a little misleading because it doesn't have wheels.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
a slab of magic stone.
it's like a sled.
Yeah, we
But
can't take this shit.
we
with
have a
us.
magic sled now. Who's got
When it's
magic?
pulled by belays. We don't have the belays.
Detect magic. Is it magic?
It is.
Yeah.
Does it glide along the stone, or does it scrape when it is being pulled by the blade?
You have no idea because you have no way of moving a 6-ton block of stone.
If you guys,
Go!
It's not a skateboard.
you guys can figure out, and you can figure out how to move it, and it just kind of.
Yeah, it's like gonna make the worst fucking noise, like grinding.
I thought
on
it
the
was like
ground.
magical that
no,
it
no.
just like
Floating disc,
glided
what's it
along the
Yeah, but
surface.
Through the
That's
stone,
what
yes,
it
it was.
I'm fully willing to accept that it is a boat that treats stone
as water.
as water. But
So, it
that
can't-
boat had to be pulled by 2 elephant-sized creatures for a reason, right? You don't just have it pulled by belays because, fucking belays are cool. No.
I
If it
would.
could be pulled by a smaller creature, it would be pulled by a probably
So
smaller creature.
here's something you guys may find interesting.
You're dead.
Inside of the chariot, there's like a compartment for storing stuff. Well, in it is 6 obsidian statues, each one very ornate and detailed and looking like one of you guys, with gemstones in the eyes that match your own.
Oh, nice.
What?
We have dolls of us.
Wait, who's got the most valuable eyes? 'Cause-
Because we're probably not.
I don't have gemstone eyes. What do you mean match my own?
The gemstones look like your eyes.
I picked mine up and
So
looked
this
at
is
it
an
very
assassin.
confusedly.
Yeah.
So this
even
was
more
not-
reason to get rid of this dude.
All right. All right, fine.
Because Assassin's not as bad as what I thought. Because I'm thinking this guy's some king of some underground country.
Blood Fang, swallow them.
Take 2 for the team.
So
I feel like that would be a bad.
I will say
They change in an hour if he doesn't shit
the
about it.
Umberhawk look beat the shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we can think of some way that they die when they turn back.
okay, what we do?
Take him to the Shatterstone.
What?
Take him to where the Shatterstone is. Drop him in the chasm.
What the fuck's a Shatterstone?
What the fuck? Where
It's
the
a thin.
the thing that we
from what
found and had to
Dave-
turn around because
from
we
what-
didn't want everybody to walk
and
over
what-
it.
What
Where's
Dave
the
said
nearest
is it's-
piece of
it's-
Shatterstone that we had found?
A couple days ago.
Fucking goddamn it.
So what Chariot is it's kind of like those.
Was I just writing when you said
good
all
idea,
this?
though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I heard that there was this part where you could fall in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
That's just a hole.
That's
No,
the shadow.
it was
Big old
stone.
chasm.
Stone that if you put any pressure on it, it would deteriorate and fall, and you'd fall down into a.
So it just has
Who knows?
this.
Right, but the
Whatever
threat
it
is the
was.
hole. It's just a fall.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
But we haven't seen one for a couple of days, so that's problematic. Unless Ryan just wants to polymorph them every hour until we go back.
Yo, if he could pull a polymorph every hour, like
I mean, like,
we could have done something a lot worse to him because he'd be
Yeah,
like a really high level caster.
I could hit it with a banishing strike.
Well, the thing is, we could set it up so that we put the one slug in the center, the fighters ready in action.
somebody pings it.
So when it comes up,
Murder it.
you shoot the frick out of it.
FYI, I for sure took my statue.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely have a
100%.
Falcor statue.
100% took my statue.
I'll smack the slug with my mace, and then you guys murder what's there. I don't think the belay is really going to be that much of an issue. They're
Once
not
it's not controlled.
right.
So we just kill the Umberhawk and then we leave.
let the belay, when it comes back to a slug in an hour, do whatever it's going to do. It
Yeah,
was
I don't
guided
think it's
by
gonna
this
come
thing.
after
It's just a
us.
beast.
And then we can look at the statues at a time when we can rest. Sound like a plan?
I got 2 arguments for you.
Okay, I can't
We
wait to hear
could we
them.
could use the sled and have
And
it
5 parts was 14
3 arguments
subsections.
for you. The first one is we could try to use the belay to pull this sled. I don't know. Did that leash disappear, or is it like laying there? Is it?
It's connected to this now, and it's connected to the.
And it's moving very slowly.
Snail's still pulling the thing along.
That's hilarious. But sure, there's that possibility. We could use a belay and pull ourselves with this. I don't know if this sled allows us to go through stone. Like
No.
Maybe once you attune it.
Only one way to find out.
Maybe once you attune it.
But more importantly, even if we didn't do that,
Seeing a goblin splat
there's
like
two
this.
reasons to not allow that belay to live. The first one is it's a dangerous monster that kills people. Okay.
So are you. I mean, dead.
I have seen you kill things.
Well,
Go ahead.
subjective alignment. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous thing that kills people. I don't know. It's really wounded. It might be dangerous. It might kill some people.
That one's not wounded at all.
Yeah.
I thought you said that one's almost
Took
on.
no, the bullet took 11 points of damage.
All right. Well.
Okay,
Anyway.
so barely wounded.
Still, it's a dangerous monster. All right. If it was around town, we'd kill it. The second thing is, this is something's mount. Now, I don't know if this works the same way as a horse or something, but it might run back to where it came from, and then those people will be like, hey, what happened? This shouldn't be not attached to a chariot with our master driving it. Let's go find out. So, those are.
It's hey, clearly it's not well trained enough to not take a bite at its master.
Fair enough.
I don't have a problem if we kill the
I don't know if that's
I know
argument for or against, though.
Believe it or not, my character knows a little bit about animals, and even if it did went crazy like that, there's still a chance it goes back to its home.
That's
which
fine.
could be
I don't have a problem killing the belay. What I'm saying is, a good point is raised that
Murdering this thing.
murdering the Umber Hulk has to be done.
Oh, for sure.
So
Cloud of daggers? Cloud of daggers?
no, I don't have Cloud of
You
Daggers.
don't have a cloud of daggers? I thought you had it.
I swapped out that spell because I'm a sorcerer and.
What I'm saying is-
spells.
Ready your actions to do
Unleash hell.
unleash hell on the Umber Hulk, and I'll smack it with the mace because I can do a point of damage.
Or just firebolt it. So you leave that.
I was going to say you toss it into a fire or something.
The firebolt works
So-
too. I have a better chance.
So that's one idea. All right.
Toss it into
Now,
a
what were you
fire.
going to say, Alan?
Are we technically still in combat?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to.
We should also take this hour we have
How
to
about we mail it to somebody we don't like?
on the really express underground mail service.
Exactly,
You need
yeah.
to launch it at
Send
somebody
it
with
by
a
Al.
slingshot.
He's got an owl. Send it by Al.
I think we should take the other leash and put it on the other slug's head, and then use both of them to pull this thing.
Have your owl fly them both up, squish them, and then then they'll change back, about 100 feet in the air.
But we don't have 100 feet. It's only 15 foot
15
ceiling.
feet high.
They'll take a
Oh God, us being underground.
Well, there's no deep caves.
Actually, you got an owl. It was a day back the falling the pit. The
Couple days, yeah.
a couple days. God, this is just like the hallways in the Colosseum. The distance is absurd.
I didn't think we had gone to sleep
No, we
yet.
just really get distracted easy when we walk.
I know,
Oh, you know, I did a
Several
couple
times.
days of travel.
It's only
Did
about
we
an
use
hour
the-
straight
did we
walk, but we
use
get
the-
distracted easy.
Okay.
40 miles
I
underground.
said it was a week you guys have been traveling.
Well, we traveled a week
Christ.
above and then several days below. Is what you
What's the
said.
matter with you? Why are you
Well.
laughing so hard?
So we're halfway from our underground point to OutKast.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not going to narrate every day.
No, it's distances underground like that. Like we've been in a tunnel for 3 days.
A week.
For a week.
Multiple
yeah.
tunnels.
Oh, I thought you said it was above ground for a week and then underground for 3 days.
No, for a week. But the last time you saw the Shatterstone was a couple days back.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say have your owl fly it back because it could do it in an hour, but 2 days, no, it cannot. Whatever. We all ready your actions, and then when somebody does a point of damage, we destroy this dude. Like, it's not even worth putting on the table. An entire team fully healed with ready actions against the guy who's still very wounded.
Yeah.
Do we need to roll it out?
No, the Umberhawk explodes. So it had 4 hit points left.
4 hit points. We argued an hour about 4 hit points.
Brian actually gave it an extra hit point.
Just off a general principle, I'm going to say that Nicole got to do her assassination strike as the first attack for once ever.
There you go.
Up top.
You assassinated.
Do you have alert?
No.
The feat alert.
Yeah.
Get it.
That's your next get.
What is it?
+5 to initiative.
Oh, I don't care.
It makes it so you can never be surprised.
Oh, that's
No, it makes you so
No.
you can maybe get 2 rounds of assassinate off if you get to jump on something. You get to do
Yeah.
it twice.
That if you go assassin,
Yes.
yeah,
How?
he's right.
You get
Have
the surprise
advantage on
round, and then you
anyone
go
who hasn't
first on the
taken a
first
turn.
round.
If you surprise around, and then they still haven't acted because you go first on the initiative order.
So first
You
of all,
can-
if
you
I
can assassinate
surprise
it.
round, I'm gonna kill it on a crit. Not kill
Not
it, but
really,
really
but you're gonna
fuck
harm it a
up.
lot,
Right.
and then do it again on the second round.
Well, the second one's not a guaranteed crit. It's a guaranteed crit on a surprise round.
No, it is. If you go first on the first round, it's still a guaranteed crit again.
It
if
says
they
have
If you do
advantage
it-
on anyone who hasn't taken a turn.
Who
Any
hasn't
hit
taken
on
a turn.
surprised is a crit.
Who hasn't taken the turn, right? So surprise round, they haven't gone. First turn comes around, you win initiative. They still haven't acted.
No, she's right. It's saying you get a sneak attack on anybody who hasn't acted. Period. Sentence stops. You get an automatic crit on somebody who is surprised. They're only surprised during the surprise round. Once they've seen you,
The verbiage of hasn't acted also matters.
but that's a different statement. It's two different things.
Yeah, one is surprise round.
I'm gonna look at this.
All right,
You
we,
can look it up.
we can
We can
debate
debate that later.
Sorry,
This should go to the judges.
Ryan. It's just called assassinate.
All right, so,
So you
Somebody in
totally
the comment section,
obliterate,
please explain.
totally obliterate the Umbra. What are you doing with the second spell?
Man, at 4 hit points, he should have thrown his hand up to go to interrogate him. At
Can we
least.
ride this? Can we ride this dude into the sunset? Can we get him to pull the chariot?
Yeah, I mean, it's got the thing around. It's.
What-
Let's give it somebody strong.
the
should
other
hold the leash.
line. Does it look like it needs that other line in order to pull?
He was pulling it by himself.
No,
that-
does
that-
it need 2 mounts to pull it?
It was that one was pulling it after the one died.
Okay.
I mean, you don't really know if it was just the momentum carrying him forward or.
Do either of you have any serious knowledge in animal handling?
I have Beastmaster.
The skill animal handling.
She has animal handling, doesn't you?
Do I have that on? I have 1. Sorry, that's wisdom. I'm not very high in it.
So
It should be 2.
the untrained is actually better.
Your wisdom modifier's 2.
I have a 5 in that.
Why are my
mine's
numbers
limited
wrong?
I don't know.
to Dranthers.
So that does not apply. All right. So I don't know. While
Maybe-
all right,
maybe
while
attuning.
while they're gonna debate, I'm gonna identify
Okay.
the
You can look at the
chariot.
statues.
Okay.
So
So
the statues later.
Was that statues all that was in the chariot?
yes, when you obliterated the Umberhawk, it was where it had one piece of ornamentation, a egg-shaped, large, multifaceted gemstone that was a hemisphere in an amulet, and it is glowing faintly. Does anybody touch it? It's warm to touch.
So warm.
All right. So I ritual cast identify on the chariot.
Okay.
Can you identify multiple things, or is it one?
It's one per casting.
It can once it's been attuned, it can be connected to creatures with burrowing speeds, and it grants them and the chariot Earth Glide.
Yeah.
We have this pretty sweet chariot.
Well, what it means is that only one person can be riding that chariot.
Oh.
Well,
We
except
can't all
for
be on the chariot and go through the wall.
No, only one person can go through the wall.
We could all ride the
We
chariot.
could ride it. It's through the corridor.
Ryan, you should do it.
Well,
You
that-
have all those sweet Earth powers.
Anyone
there.
on the chariot who can go through the wall, it's
Okay.
affected. Whoever's on the chariot. The chariot's decent size.
I bring
You
the
guys are
little
small, so you
Ryan,
could squeeze on there if you wanted
Ryan.
to.
What about the amulet?
The amulet is a divination device.
Oh, I thought that first thing you said was about the amulet. Sorry.
No. The amulet is
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
It connects to the statues.
it is a divination
Oh.
device, and it can be attuned to track individuals,
What the fuck?
specific individuals.
And it's
Who
a gem the
wants us
size of our
dead?
head.
Who wants us dead?
Looks pretty valuable too, though.
And there are statues of all of us in there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet, so I can know where everyone is at all times.
Does anybody can anybody identify the craftsmanship
Party
of the
GPS.
statues at all?
Brilliant. Do you want to hold on to this, or do you want me to hold on to it?
Like what kind of
It's useless to us right now.
people would
I'll
make
hold on to it if
black
you want.
statues with gem eyes?
I don't.
Well, it's
Unless we have
it's
someone
obsidian.
specific to
Any sculptor could have
It's
made that.
something that. Is
Yes, but what I'm
probably
saying is
valuable,
what
and
culture and people would tend towards that kind
Who
of
the hell
thing.
knows?
Sure, I'll take it.
If we can get a good, if we
drop
try
a
to get a
knowledge
good
check.
line of sight on the
Probably
barbarian
dwarves.
emperor,
What kind of knowledge check? I mean, wait, never mind. Doesn't matter. I fail. Yeah, I got a 2. Is anybody in the party who's better at that? Want to try it?
Knowledge is I'm excellent at. What knowledge are you looking for?
He's trying to figure out
Go
what.
with history.
Trying to figure out who is known for making black statues like this out of obsidian. Like, I realize anybody could do it, but
21.
real world, nobody makes statues out of obsidian, so.
You would limit that to dwarves, gnomes, drow, or dark elves.
Us maybe.
Is there
Dark elves.
anything
Duergar.
particular about the
More-
gemstones that were
More
used?
specifically, more likely it'd be Snurfneblin or Duergar, mountain dwarves opposed to hill dwarves.
Maybe a certain gnome tinkerer that Anthony pissed off.
Well, I like this mom!
Might just want us all.
I've done
dead.
nothing but give him shit tons of money and what he wants so far.
And what was your question, Ted?
Is there anything specific about the gemstones that were used? That
Oh yeah,
might-
they mirror the color of each of your eyes.
But there are gemstones of certain colors that, like, there are multiple gemstones that are blue. There's multiple gemstones that are orange or whatever have you.
They're all super valuable, except for Todd's, and that's just some shitty glass.
So,
what I'm saying is-
I think
So
what
my
I'm trying to
eyes.
get at is what is the clarity, the cut, and the whatever.
What I'm trying to ask is the stones that are
That's
specifically
not even
used.
magic.
Is that any kind of indication
Made
as
out
to
of
whether
dried shit.
it might be
It's carved out of
something that was
soap.
done by a surface race or an underground
They put it in there to
race?
make me feel better.
Because there are certain stones that might be more available or what have you in certain locales.
Okay, so I'd say for the most part they seem subterranean.
Okay, so that
Deep stones.
But that matches with the whole obsidian thing also.
right. So why on earth is someone underground
Trying to
specifically
kill us.
targeting us?
The only people.
Who did you guys piss off?